we aren't live.
What?
Yeah, I just noticed it.
Yeah,
I was looking too.
I literally just was looking for the pod on YouTube, and I was like, "Why are we not live? What's going on?"
We're totally live now, guys. Go ahead, Lucas, take us away.
All right, are we for sure live?
Yes.
All right, I'm clicking on it. I'm making sure. Okay, I am Straw Hat Lucas. Round 2. We have already introduced ourselves a little bit. You guys know me. I'm the helmsman of the last arc. We got a very chill stream today with the Flow podcast. Vexus, please introduce our guest again.
What's good? It's your boy Vexus, the Lurking Legend. I'm here joined with 3 of the wonderful members of the Flow podcast. We'll go ahead and shoot it to Alex. How are you doing today?
How's it going? Thank you for having me on. I go by Alex or Game Pastor 23. I'm from the Flow podcast. I love anime, manga, and having a good time with my boys.
Excellent. And then we are joined by Dylan, whose name I just learned, aka Cooked. How you doing today, bro?
I'm doing all right, bro. Long hard work day. I'm ready to talk about some anime, dude. I'm definitely ready to talk about some anime.
Love to hear it. And then last but not least, we are joined by River. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. It's good to be here. It's River. On the pod, I go by River the Flow God as well. But I wasn't gonna make you guys call me that. I also love anime. And stuff like that. Love doing a podcast and love you guys inviting us. So it's good to be here. Glad to be here.
Excellent. We are also joined by one of my absolute favorite guests to have on. We've got SSJ8 Cody. How you doing, bro?
Holy smokes! It's Cody up in this place of interest that makes us want to say words that shouldn't be said on YouTube. What up, everyone? It's good to be back on the last arc, and I'm always ready to talk about anime and to get hyped and to get loud and run around my room. So let's get into it.
Let's get into it. But before we get too far into it, I'm also joined by the historian of the last arc himself, Cube of the Red Sea. How you doing today, man?
What up? Well, I'm very excited to be here to speak about some anime, kind of taking us of our wheelhouse of One Piece and talking about other type of animes. It'll be fun. And it'll be fun to discredit Cody's takes.
Oh my goodness.
I'm also excited for that.
I know what he's coming for you. Yeah, he's coming for you, Cody, and I know what it's about too.
I know exactly what he's gonna try to talk about, and it's fine. He can like
great
toxicity.
Great toxicity.
Yeah, great toxicity right out the gate. All right, so boys, I got a little bit of an icebreaker kind of game for us to play here.
Okay.
All of our guests and all of us, we're all gonna say our worst, least favorite of the classic era. I'm thinking cut off about 2010 for classic era, and then our favorite of it, and then same for new gen. So worst and favorite of both eras. Let's start with River. River looked a little nervous when I brought this up.
Okay, so man, least favorite. Okay, well I could go favorite, I guess. I'm trying to think. Well, my favorite anime is actually from before that time, which is Monster. That's my favorite anime, so that's what I'll start with. I'm saying, at least Alex, is that what you were gonna say?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of
you can still say it.
I know, right? I have to be original now. Great. I'm gonna have to look some stuff up now.
Oh my goodness, I'm trying to think on least favorite. What would I say for least favorite here? That's the hard part because I feel like I always like most anime I watch, so it's like when I have to think of a least favorite, it's like, oh, I like most of these a lot, so it's like, what do I say? Yeah. Let me think.
Look in your heart. You know the answers in your heart.
My heart. The answers in my heart. Man, I don't even know.
Dude, you don't know your least favorite?
Like from the classic era. Like most of the ones I don't like as much are like from newer ones that I've seen. To be honest with you,
I didn't know it's least favorite from classic era. I thought it was just least favorite anime.
No. So it's least favorite from classic and then new gen as well.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you might just. I'll just come back to me. Just come back to me.
Okay. Alex, you want to roll with us?
Yeah. My favorite for the 2000 era would be Samurai Champloo. Really good.
Okay. Yes.
Really fantastic anime overall. My least favorite, Cowboy Bebop. I think it's overrated.
Okay, I know I said no cursing, but what the fuck did you just say, man?
Luke.
Do you want me to now like abbreviate it or like slowly or?
No. Like, did you said Cowboy Bebop is your least favorite from the classic era?
Just explain.
Yes,
you just have to explain. You just have to explain.
It's overrated. People hype it up. It's not that good, and then I'd rather watch that Samurai Shampoo that the other person made. So.
Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna ignore this and go to Cooked for his classic take. Then we'll go back around for the new gen. I gotta process that.
So for classic, I'm gonna be real with you. I have a favorite. I don't know if I have a least favorite because I don't think I've watched that many classic gen. River, I don't know. Like, I think literally the only like classic gen that I've watched is what would be my favorite, and that's Ava. I watched that's the first anime I ever watched. My brother showed me that first.
Oh wow!
And yeah, it was an intense introduction to anime. I will not to say anything.
What?
It was very intense. But that being said,
Yeah, that is crazy.
He's being a prop.
we do pick these up at DreamCon. We do pick these up at DreamCon, baby. We do.
Cody just made a best friend.
Yeah, honestly, Cody absolutely loves you, bro.
Yeah, immediately.
There we go.
then-
There we go.
All right, River, do you have your least favorite of the classic gen?
I'll just say just because it's kind of a troll anime. I'll just say, even though it's funny, I'll say Ghost Stories, but it's funny.
Stories.
but-
That's what I was gonna say too, River. That's what. But at the same time, we watched the dub
I don't
version
dislike it, yeah.
for the humor. We watched the dub version for the humor, and it's not like terrible enough to say I wouldn't like it. So I didn't. I don't think.
But if I had to pick a least favorite, because almost all the classic ones I've watched are like some of the best ones. So it's like I just love them all. It's like I can't even say them. So Ghost Story is probably the least that I've seen.
I see. If he's saying it, then I'm gonna agree with him, and that will take my spot because that was originally what I was thinking, but I didn't know what I was gonna say.
Hey, at least you didn't say Cowboy Bebop.
I did not. I at least haven't seen
Stand
that.
by this.
I at least haven't seen that.
Yeah, stand your ground, man. That's what we want. Vexus,
Go, Alex.
what about you?
For classic, since we're doing 2010 as the cutoff, I haven't really watched a lot of bad classics. Like more or less, I would say that my least favorite is probably gonna be like, I don't know, like bo. Like
Yeah, that show is so confusing.
like I watched
That was
it and I
fantastic.
really wanted to get into it and I had no idea what was going on. So I mean, I just have to like I really gave it an honest try and I couldn't get anywhere with it. But yeah, I don't know. I was around for some of it, but I didn't like watch like bad anime until recently. I guess.
What about favorite then?
Can't
Can't say One Piece.
No,
Can't
yeah,
say
yeah,
One
yeah.
Piece.
I didn't even. No, honestly, I didn't even vibe with One Piece in the classic era. I didn't get it until very recently. So I can't. I really can't say One Piece. But I would say I'm gonna definitely agree with like it was just the first anime I ever completed from episode 1 to the finale, and so I'm gonna go ahead and say Outlaw Star.
Outlaw Star's so fucking good, dude.
Not necessarily my favorite, because I mean, like, I could throw it out to a lot of other classics that hit me really hard, but that was just like the first anime I ever watched start to finish, and is really solid.
Beautiful. Cody?
I was originally gonna say Inuyasha was my least favorite of the classic era because seeing Inuyasha and Kagome scream each other's names for 22 minutes straight was kind of like not enjoyable. But what's even more less enjoyable is trying to watch Durarara as a native English speaker. I think Durarara, if you cannot read or like the subtitling for the English dub and the sub is just like so bad because half of the joy of watching Durarara reading it is seeing like all the text messages and stuff pull up, but like the way they tried to do it didn't work. Like all of the English words was in front of the Japanese, so you couldn't read it, and all the cutaways were all mismatched. None of the actors really seemed like they were into it, and I just thought Durarara really fell short for me.
That's fair. That's fair. Before we get to Cube, I'm gonna say for classic favorite, probably Full Metal Alchemist if the cutoff was 2010.
Good pick.
My favorite classic would be Hitman Reborn.
Oh yeah, I forgot to get your favorite classic. Hitman Reborn's amazing. Least favorite though, I don't know. Probably Rave Master. Do y'all remember Rave Master?
What the fuck, dude? Rave Master is the show that Fairy Tale was. No way.
Oh my god.
Oh, Cody's mad. I set Cody off.
Cody
Vexus,
is all the way to the other end of the room now. Oh.
I'm a hand in.
That's a far distance.
For distance.
If it's based off distance, that was a solid distance clear. That means he's pretty upset.
He changed the lighting.
Crazy.
Look, he changed the whole lighting
Master
for
game
you.
for the GameCube. I don't know if y'all ever played that Rave Master video game, but like all I'm saying is Rave Master got a great game and Fairy Tale didn't. Like
He's just hating on Fairy Tale. Vexus, I got to do that thing real quick that I talked about, so I need you to take over for the new
Yeah.
gens and letting Cube get his, okay?
No sweat. Cube, let me hear it from you as far as your classic anime takes. Do you got a best and a worst?
Well, the best is, well, you know my answer. It's going to be Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh yeah.
I was really tempted.
River likes that answer.
that.
River like
Love
if this was a video game, you just got that message where it's River likes that bro. He definitely approves.
He loves it.
He definitely he loves it, honestly.
That's a great
He really
take. That's a
loves
great
it.
take. That's a great take.
No, it
And my
really is.
least-
I was probably I was tempted to say it, but I knew you were gonna say that. Go ahead, Cube. Sorry.
Yeah. No. And my least actually makes so much sense because I've tried it with friends. And the beginning is so much like Yu Yu Hakusho. It's Bleach. Never got into the anime because of that. It felt so similar. It felt so similar for me that I can never get into Bleach.
One good take, one bad take. Okay.
Here's the thing. Hey, River knows this already too. I dropped Bleach because I hit the Bound arc and nobody told me about filler yet, and so the Bound arc killed me
it's
wanting to watch
terrible,
Bleach
but-
again. And so like I understand that like from me watching Bleach, it is I can understand at least why he would put it. I can see why he'd say it's least favorite. I can see that.
That's like,
You can see it.
I can't
Insane.
disagree with you from the anime standpoint, but read the manga. But yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, if we're all set up for the next question, which Lucas had already kind of segued us into, is the new gen. Same question, but with the new gen. We can start with River again if you'd like, if you're ready.
All right. So for least favorite, I'm gonna say the anime I still haven't really got through because this might be a little bit of hate coming out. It may not actually be my least favorite, but I'm saying Black Clover. I don't care. Black Clover.
Oh man.
Oh, Black Clover is the least favorite. In terms of my favorite, since 2010 is the cutoff, it has to be Attack on Titan. It's just gotta be Attack on Titan.
what a coincidence. That's my least favorite.
Oh my god.
It's not a bad show.
Imagine being a manga reader.
Shit.
Cody, since you gave us your least favorite, you want to go ahead and give us your favorite of the new gen and tell us why it's JJK?
It's JJK. Because only 2 manga have gotten me to scream and actually have like a real out-of-body experience. One was Berserk during the eclipse, 2 is JJK, and I won't tell you the chapter, but holy fuck. I cannot stress to you how much I love the way Gege Akutame like uses their characters and actually holds them to that character. There's so much I could simp about Jujutsu Kaisen, but I want Nanami to spit in my mouth. Next.
Oh my god, bro. Wild.
Yep, fair.
Alex, if you'd like to share your takes with us on your new gen tastes, your least and your most favorite and least favorite.
My most favorite would be Vinland Saga. No enemies, you know how it is.
Yeah.
I'm more of a philosophical person. I read books. Big brain. My ear.
Big brain.
And then
I
my
got
worst would
manga
be
brain.
the worst would be with My Hero. I think that's the worst.
Somebody had to say it. Somebody had to say it.
My Hero and their fans.
Well,
Wild. And then Cooked. What are your thoughts
okay.
on the new gen?
Okay, I'm gonna get my least favorite out of the way right now because there is one show that I can truly consider my least favorite show that I've ever watched all the way through to the point where I can't get that time back. I can't. The time I spent watching that show, I can't get it back anymore. And that you guys probably aren't gonna know it. I just looked at it. It came out 2016. It's called Taboo Tattoo. I mentioned it on our podcast before. Dude, it's like obscure as shit. It's one of those things where one day I was scrolling through Crunchyroll and just fucking like seeing what they had somewhere, and I found it and I was like, huh, clicked it, and then invested in 12 episodes that I want or something like that I will not get back, and it's a sad day. It was fucking terrible. My bad.
No,
my
you're
bad.
good, bro. No, and then your favorite?
My favorite, of course, would have to be SAO.
Oh my god.
Definitely.
Oh, wow.
SAO.
It's
definitely SAO.
Okay.
This man's standing on that
Yeah.
hill.
Real
proud.
black swordsman.
Yeah. Oh yeah, bro.
me?
Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah, bro.
Oh my goodness. Cube, if you wanted to let us know your least favorite and most favorite of the new gen.
So,
Can't say One
like,
Piece.
I have to. No, I'm not gonna say One Piece. So first of all, One Piece, it's new gen is a. Yeah, it's not the word to describe One Piece, but I would say so. You know what? For new gen anime, and it's not for the storytelling. It's just the anime is just beautiful to watch. Fire Force. I just
agree.
enjoy watching the animation.
Fire Force.
Season 2
Yeah,
was
Fire Force is-
wild. Absolutely
Yeah.
wild, bro. Like,
And there's something about the animation, like the fire, like they try to play with the different, colors of fire, which is interesting. You know, it's
I like
it's
the
always beautiful
sound.
to watch an episode.
yeah, the sound design is like so crazy to me.
Yeah.
Yes,
But no, that's a really solid take. As far as my least favorite, oh wait, what was your least favorite? I'm sorry.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no, you go with your least favorite because I'm still debating with two of them.
I can't
No, I'm not.
pick between two. I would either have to say like, I don't know, like Shield Hero or like Goblin Slayer. I never vibed with it. It was like there was so much hype around everything involving those two, and I could not. I really can't. I don't understand the hype around
It's
it.
like it'd be a lot more digestible as the light novel. Like the manga and anime really didn't hit for me, but like actually getting to read the stories as the way like they were written it's like, as a DM speaking to a DM, you should read it. It's a really good story.
I might read it, but the anime is just not it for me. But,
No, don't watch it. They over sexualize it.
Yeah, I get that, and that's like the big reason why I just can't. Like, but those are like I couldn't pick between the two because Shield Hero it showed promise and then just massively dropped the ball as far as I'm concerned.
That's how I felt about Attack on Titan.
So yeah, actually I have my least favorite, but I'm gonna mention an honorable, disgusting one that I will never watch another episode after that episode 7. Chainsaw Man. Enough said. For those who have seen that episode 7,
that
don't
makes
have anything
sense.
else.
Peak animation. What?
No, dude, I'm sorry. I
Oh
cut the
my
line on
God.
a certain thing. There are certain
even
things I
like
cut the
No
line
way,
to.
dude.
I'm not watching that kind of
dude,
stuff.
Listen, man, you just
That
for
is-
any goth baddie, I would do the same thing as Genji. Genji is me for real.
Oh my
Baddies be game is game.
It's a game is game. I'm dead, bro.
This guy, man.
And for my least favorite, for my
Go ahead.
real least favorite, it's Seven Deadly Sins because I love the anime, but that last season they hyped up so much stuff and then didn't show anything about it.
The last
They
two
just ended the
seasons.
story. Yeah, the last 2 seasons, like they were
Yeah.
hyping so much stuff and then nothing happened.
No, I
When they
agree.
messed up Escanor's fight, I had people in my TikTok being like, "No, go reread that," and I was like, "Oh, this is why y'all are gassing this shit
Yeah.
up," because I watched the anime and I was like, "Oh, my eyes hurt."
As far as
I
my
just- oh.
Yeah, as far as my favorites, I honestly couldn't pick either. Like, and us drawing the line at 2010, which, it's like it. Can you really consider like all of things 2010 and onward as new gen? But like just from where we drew the line for the sake of the question, my favorite would probably be Steins Gate, but that's like literally
Yes,
in 2011, so that's like
yes.
barely even like. So I mean, to say something more recent. I would say like Ancient Magus Bride because it finally got a season 2 and it's really good and I love that. I've read a little bit further into it as well. But the anime is so well done. I absolutely love it. But and then I'm interested to hear Lucas's takes and that he can't say One Piece. I know he has some hot fire to spit as soon as he returns to us. But in the meantime, I did want to maybe pose another question. We are coming up on the spooky season, and I was seeing as far as how everybody was feeling. Anybody doing any like anime or manga themed like trick or treat costumes or anything?
I got it. Yeah. So I have a Halloween party Saturday, and
I'm invited, right?
yeah, you're invited. You
Let's
just gotta
go.
dress up as somebody from the Naruto verse, I guess.
Can do.
So I'm looking for costumes online earlier, and then mom tells me they have like a 20% coupon. It's like, all right, cool, 20% off of your costume. And because your boy's broke, and I see this costume, Naruto costume, and I put it on my story. It's time, guys. It's time to be that guy at that party. And so it's like $30. It's gonna be $30 as soon as I put that coupon in. I'm gonna dress up as Naruto and go to a Halloween party Saturday. And I'm gonna be using my jutsus. Getting no girls jutsu. I don't leave my mom's basement jutsu.
Hey, don't forget the 1,000 years of death jutsu, right? You gotta whip that out. You gotta whip that out at the party, right? Like
You should. That's a good idea. You may get arrested, but it's,
yeah. River will bail me out.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I'll just give him a call, bro. And watch him just ignore it.
What about you?
that's-
Are you if you don't have any costume ideas in mind, who do you think you might cosplay as best for Halloween?
Who has best? I'm not sure. I don't really have any in mind, like off the dome. But in terms of one that I would, I don't know. I'm trying to think what I would want to do. That just came to my mind. Be like Dorfin or something like that. That could be tough. I'm trying to think of like someone that actually look like though. I don't really look. No, I mean maybe if I got like a little like blonde wig or something, I could maybe we kind of have similar beards, kind of maybe. Yeah, I don't know. That's the one that came to mind off the top of my head. I'm trying to think of like anything else that'd be cool. I don't know. Maybe like it'd be sick to be like Kenpachi or something like that. That'd be pretty fire. Yeah.
Or be like
Absolutely.
Sasuke Uchiha. Yeah,
Sasuke,
Uchiha.
yeah.
He doesn't socialize. He doesn't go to parties. You don't even have to dress up.
Yeah, facts. I can just stay home. There you go. Easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
I wonder how many people are going to be dressing up as Kagurabachi. That's just the that's the thing. I'm sure we're gonna see like 1,000 of them.
I have a
You
pink
think?
bathrobe, and I'm just saying I'm adult Momo.
Oh.
So, just go.
Bro. But I was tempted for
Nah.
the memes to say that Kagurabachi is my least favorite of the old gen. It's been long enough. Like
It's been long enough.
It's been
Enough
long
time has passed.
Oh my
That's
goodness. But
The other
Cube-
costume. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Also,
sorry.
the other costume I had an idea for was just me not wearing any deodorant and just going as a My Hero fan. That's my second costume.
Oh my goodness.
No, we went to a convention. I know Alex didn't get to go, but he had the idea to like dress up as like deodorant and like just start handing out deodorant.
Yeah, and like ask everybody at the convention
That's so
like,
funny.
who's the smelliest fandom, and then like ask them to give that person a deodorant right after they send it. So that's the plan for next year. So,
Next year. Yeah.
so look out for that video from the Flow podcast.
I already know that Cube is going as Yugi Moto. There's no other option, right? Like for you, bro.
Of course. If I'm going as cosplaying as a cheater, I will be Yugi Moto.
Oh my god.
Biggest cheater in the game. Dude and for those who don't understand on the stream, dude had as a partner, spiritual partner, who he could trade places. Tell him no, you can't play that card. The king of games. If that's not cheating, I don't know what is. So yeah, I'll be the cheater, Yugi Moto.
I'll be the cheater Yu-Gi-Oh!
Instead of a pyramid, I'll have a cube.
Some
You know,
Kaiba
try to
level
be on
coping
point.
right there. Some-
So
See,
Cody
that's fair
was-
enough. That's fair enough. Kaba had money. Yugi had another person helping him. That makes sense.
Bro,
That's
Kaiba
all.
was built so different. When he was like in Battle City, standing atop that like tower, and he's just like, "You can reduce my life points to 0, Yugi, but I'll fall." And I'm like, "Wow, dude, it's not that serious."
Uh,
This is
Kaiba-
like some love tension right there. I'm like, come on, Yugi, don't you love me?
Oh my
Wait.
god.
There's one thing. Actually, guys, I want to hear your take on both of y'all on this, because the others have heard that. So tell me if this is logical. They describe Kaiba as being one of the smartest kid. He is like a self-made, not self-made, but his company's like a billion dollar company, right?
Okay.
And why is he in class of Joey and Yugi? If
Yeah,
he's
why
that-
is
you
he
know
in
what I
class
mean?
with
Yeah,
Yugi?
like
Hey,
No, he's just there. He's just there to boast his company because he has nobody to talk to about it. So he's like, I'm just here just to show
Cube,
off.
are you saying that if you're successful in life, you don't need an education? He's there to learn. Come on, man. Like,
No,
it's not all
but
about getting a job.
I think there's a certain ceiling, and when you pass a ceiling, like Kaiba literally was able to close down an entire major city for a tournament. If you have that kind of money, you don't need to go to school.
That's facts. I think that's.
Can we talk
I
about
think it's
how
realistic.
wasn't Pegasus like 24 and dude owned a full island and stuff like
That
that?
dude
Like,
was 24.
Yeah.
no, and he got
Yeah,
full gray hair too. And I'm
I
just
thought
like,
that
what
man
is-
was like at least like 40.
No,
That
he's in
dude's-
his 20s. That's the craziest part. Like,
It's just the anime. The anime changed some stuff apart to make him a bit older, but in the manga, he's younger.
That dude
Like-
really gave me the creeps throughout the anime. I just like did not like him. He's like,
Yeah,
look here,
no.
Yugi boy. I'm like, shut up, bro. Jesus.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. I miss
Dude.
little Karibo.
Oh, man. No, man. Like I'll say this. That's why I say to people, if you go back watch the anime, because sometimes they'll trick the life points. Yugi and Kaiba don't deserve their place in Battle City. Their games weren't over at 2 separate times. Joey's actually the real winner of Battle City.
confirmed.
Or, you know,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree. Real quick, I want to shout out to Mr. Bushido56 in the chat with a super chat for €5. He says, Seto is so dramatic as hell, doesn't have the heart of the cards. That is true. But he did cheat less than Yugi, who did have the heart of the cards.
Did he really let cheat last? He probably bought the good card. Like, this is like #1 card. You need to buy it.
So he cheated a lot by spitting out multiple blue eyes, which is like not how that game works. But Yugi,
Also, Art
like,
of the Cards is cheating. Like, it's an actual technique
Low-key,
that you can
yeah.
use
Low-key.
in Yu-Gi-Oh! To pull whatever cards you need to the top of your deck. It's a literal mechanic that's used for cheating in the, like, anime verse of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's crazy how much he actually cheated.
Yeah, if you look at like how, like, because some of the anime cards have different like text than the actual TCG cards, but if you look in the anime text at how Magical Cylinders works, Yugi has never used it correctly. Not once, I don't think, in
that's
the
true.
entire series.
Entire series. That's crazy.
Yeah, but well, the thing also with Kaiba, and I'll say this, I think Vex, I think we talked about that. Pretty sure that Ultimate Fusion Dragon thing was made for him. He had specifically the right amount of cards to do that fusion card. Dude, he had cards made for him. I'm sure of it. He paid people to get
I wouldn't be
cards for himself.
surprised. That's kind of that sounds like a Kaiba thing that he might do.
It sounds
for
like
sure.
a Kaiba thing.
Yeah, man. Pettiest person I know. Kept the joke
there.
of the dueling monkeys through 2 franchises.
No, facts,
Yeah.
facts.
Sorry, my audio cut out. I had to
Yeah.
reset my device. I did not even hear what you said, but I'm sure it was Fire Cube.
It'd be like that. It'd be like that.
Yeah, it was fine. Don't worry, man.
Yeah, always cooking, of course. Can't miss.
We're always cooked.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, actually, I'm gonna ask you guys.
Okay.
If you could name for you, because the anime, especially for us for being from the western side of the world, there are some pervy moments. For you, who would you put as the most sus character in any anime you've seen?
Like,
you
what
could
do you
name
mean,
one.
like sus, like super horny character? Like, it's like a
It's
pervy?
so
Yeah,
I
yeah,
come
like,
back
there's
from
a
the back
perfect moment.
It's so hip.
Can I say
Yeah,
Cody?
Hisoka's up
No,
there.
I'm joking.
I was gonna say Rudy too. I'm like, Rudy is
Oh, Rudy is
That
for
guy-
sure. Hisoka
Yeah.
for sure. Mineta.
Ahsoka.
Jiraiya.
Mineta
Yeah,
needs to
Mineta,
be
I was thinking Mineta.
needs to be arrested. He can be a hero. I'm
Absolutely.
sorry.
There's no way.
No
The
way.
menace.
But nah, he's Hisoka. If he's because Hisoka's guy, I think Hisoka might have to be. Oh, Orochimaru is another one. Matter of fact.
Oh, that man.
Oh, yeah,
That
Orochimaru,
person-
yeah.
up there too. Man, bro, like there's a little bit of too many, to be honest
I
with
mean,
you.
nobody
and-
said
crazy.
Kazuma from Konosuba, but
True.
he is a
Oh yeah, he does some crazy. Oh, Rudius. We didn't even say Rudius.
yeah, no, for real. Rudius is
Rudius
definitely
is-
up there.
Rudius is up there for sure. He's,
And don't
oh
forget,
my
but
goodness.
Ripper's right. He brought up Orochimaru. Don't forget, he used people. And remember what with Kimimaru, when he passed away, he said, he passed his usefulness. I remember that moment.
Man,
Dude, yeah, man. Sus to the
my
point and
gosh.
asshole as well.
No, for sure. Yeah.
Master
Orochimaru. And like the
Roshi.
experiments
Well,
he did, crazy. Master Roshi.
Master
Really good one.
Roshi.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Someone had to do it. I can't let him slide. Like,
I mean, just because we.
also, the biggest one is Cobra from Alabasta, Vivi's dad. And I never let that man slide. You know what? Spoilers ahead, but thank God Cobra got offed. Like trying to peep at your own daughter from the bathhouse, weirdo type behavior.
That is
El
weird.
Cobra, great dad, dead.
El
bye.
Cobra.
I mean, I know we got some Ava fans in here, so I mean, but I gotta say it, Shinji's kind of a creep. Like,
Yes, Shinji's the biggest
Stupid
creep.
Shinji is a real creep, like, honestly.
If you come out of Evangelion and you say you like Shinji Ikari, you are immediately on like my red flag list. Like, no way.
Dylan's currently trying to get back into his account. I don't know what he would say to that. I'm not sure.
Did he get his? Did he get hacked?
Yeah, he got hacked.
Oh shit.
No,
Terrible
too late back,
timing, but
Way back, huh?
yeah. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, for me, my number one, everyone knows that it's Hisoka. I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Can I just say-
He's waiting for a 12-year-old to be ready for him, dude. That's not sussier than that.
Can I
dude.
say Mashima, even though he's not technically in his manga or anime, like, but bro is a full creep, dude, for all the stuff that went down in Fairy Tail. Like,
I've been saying this for
Fairy
years,
Tail.
but Mashima needs to just go to Rule 34 and Dojins. Like, I've had enough. Nobody's making good. I'm gonna say it. Nobody's making good Fairy Tail Rule 34. It's all trash. All of the dojins, trash. All of the Rule 34 posts,
been through all
trash.
of them.
No, there needs to be better because of the way Hiro Mashima draws his women. There can be better Rule 34. I'm sorry to say it. Like, someone had to. I'm brave enough.
I'm watching someone who's doing a first watch of Fairy Tail on YouTube, and he's at a part where the fan service gets crazy, and every episode he just says, "Mashima, what's wrong with you?"
you mean the first episode? Like, no, I'm kidding.
The first episode.
It starts pretty great. There is like not a stretch of 1 or 2 episodes where you don't get a bath scene, and I'm just like, bro, what are you doing? Like,
Crazy. Oh, Dry is another good shot. I don't know if we said Dry yet.
yeah, no,
he's-
definitely. a
Joseph
creep.
Joestar for peeping on his mom.
Oh my god,
Come on. Nice!
bro.
So weird.
I mean, don't forget Oolong. Then he turned into a panty to be worn.
Oh, yeah.
He wished
Yeah,
for
he did.
panties.
You're right.
He didn't turn into it yet, right? But Oolong's different as well. He's something else.
You can't all be Yajirobe, you know. Some of you gotta be along. Like,
Some of you gotta be Chip. I'm sorry to say it. It's just, you're good at baseball.
you
have
know,
to-
that's something.
It's gonna be.
You have to be like You have to be like Vegeta. Come as an oppressor and get your girl.
oh my god, no, somebody clip that.
This clip.
Don't forget, Vegeta showed up, Yamcha died, and then 3 years later on, he's with your girl. Damn. If
It's
that's
like
not
like
high
impossible-
school all over again. You get bullied and he takes your girl.
Yeah.
But real quick, guys, I wanted to read a message from Captain of the Last Arc here, Den Kushi, who could not be with us today because he is probably asleep. It's like past midnight for him right now, I think. But he
He's in
wanted
chat
to-
right now, I think.
He was, yeah. I don't know how long he's gonna be hanging out, but he wanted to say sorry that he can't join tonight. But that just means he'll be scrutinizing your takes silently in chat. Nothing special. Here's some questions inspired by Flowed Podcast's very own streams.
Okay.
So if you think this episode is interesting, make sure to sub to them. Link in the description, guys. But he wanted to specifically figure out. I think that you guys discussed this, and I'd love to hear your takes. What is the best location in all of anime?
Oh, the best location. Alex, what do you can go? What do you got to go with?
Oh, man. I'm trying to think of somewhere like because we just did best locations. Like,
Yeah.
I think
And the thing-
Toriko with the gourmet world and having all those different foods and new foods being discovered every day would be super lit to live in. I would
That is
definitely
sick.
want to live in the
That is
Toriko
sick.
world.
Trying to think because I don't want to live in freaking Attack on Titans because we're gonna just get
Yeah.
locked over there. And then Naruto, I feel like it's gonna be attacked 24/7. Trying to get a bowl of ramen
Yeah.
and I can't enjoy it because the freaking city's gonna attack. Oh, crap. I don't know.
I mean, okay, I have an answer though.
All right,
But
okay.
it's very biased because I play soccer, so I just have to say Blue Lock. I don't know. It is what it is.
I know he just speaks for all of us. That's blue lock, guys. We all want to pick blue lock.
You know, I would you know, it's just so sick to me, like the
I would
actual
pick
concept
the
and stuff.
Hunter World. That'd be cool. I would like to play Greed Island.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know,
was
man, I
literally
don't
gonna
know.
say Greed Island or Heaven's Arena.
Greed Island?
Like they're like Heaven's
good
Arena
shout.
is just a really really cool thing, and I'd love to see it more fleshed out than we've seen it even in the manga. But Greed Island that would be such a cool. It's like it's a really really interesting concept, and that was my answer for sure. So great answer there.
Yeah, Greed Island's
Oh,
good.
I know where I would go, and I would have the perfect life. I would never leave. The land of the Kais in Dragon Ball.
What?
Send me there, and I'll be good.
You know how many
Good
times the
weather,
world would be-
24/7.
No
Oh,
one there.
Yeah, man. I'll have a peaceful life. Dude, it's the anime world. Most of those places are dangerous just by breathing. You know,
This
Is
is
there
true.
any food there?
This is
Are you
true.
gonna live? You're gonna.
I'll be with the
dehydrate.
gods, dude. I'll be with the gods. Don't worry, I'll be good.
Yeah, Kirby
We'll figure it
Kai.
out.
Can't wait to hang out with him.
I'll be in a higher place,
You'll be high.
in a better
alright.
place, even in a better
Yeah.
place. But yeah,
No, you know.
but yeah, and I'll say this: the worst is Attack on Titans by
It's
far.
up there for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry,
Um,
dude. Constant war of titans like that, dude. Dude, I'm stuck in a
Also-
world like that. I would off myself. I'm sorry, you know.
Yeah, at that point.
No, but like it's if you're not a
Understandable.
fighter, it's not a good life. You know, you're not a fighter, it's not a good life.
Hey, I think Dylan's back, by the way. If anyone can pull him up.
Got it.
Yeah,
I'll
let
pull him
me
in
see,
right
yeah.
now.
Okay, perfect.
Sweet.
Just a second, and then yeah, we can get his take on this wonderful question.
Absolutely.
As well. Move.
He'll have a fun. I'm sure he'll have some fun take.
Welcome back, bro.
Hello, everybody.
back.
Not ready for face cam yet, but well, hello.
You're all good. We were just talking about favorite locations in anime. We got some pretty good answers. If you had one,
Ooh.
Cody though, if you need a little bit more time, Cody, I'd be interested to hear some of your thoughts.
Cody muted his mic. Isn't that crazy? Great guy.
It happens.
What did you ask? What was the question? What are my thoughts you want?
Favorite locations in all of anime.
Toriko.
Okay,
It's
yeah, you
Toriko.
did say that. You did say that. Okay, correct.
Sorry, go.
I want to be in the gourmet world. I want to eat popcorn that grows off of trees. I want to have meat that grows out of the ground. I want to have these new flavors that make people act like they're in food wars. Like, and also, the more I eat, the more tasty food I eat, the stronger I get. I'm gonna get ripped. Like, Toriko's it. I would be there, 100%.
You're gonna have your post-time skip Cody arc, like I get you. And then yeah, Cooked, if you had thought of it, I know you guys recently talked about it, but do you have a favorite location in anime?
Okay, so that's a hard question for me personally. But if I had to choose somewhere like off the dome, it comes from my favorite anime. Obviously, we got to go with Aincrad, bro. Either like Aincrad in the episodes where he's like trying to settle down with bitch face. Yeah.
I'm just glad.
We're live.
I'm just glad you didn't
Yeah.
say like Alfheim.
A worse one. Oh, what?
I said I'm just glad you didn't say Alfheim. Like
Yeah. No. Fuck. Shit. Stop
you're
dealing with
good,
me.
you're good, bro.
No. Yeah. Sorry, I've been very stressed the past few minutes.
It's all good. It's all
It's okay.
good. And then have another question if we were ready
yeah.
to move
Okay.
on. Den was wondering, was wanting to know who ranked the highest in your Full Metal Alchemist tier list.
Ooh. Shoot. I think we had. Okay. I know Roy Mustang was really high, and
As
that.
it should be.
For sure. Ed was up there as well. I'm trying to remember who else we had up like at the top. Yeah, I think those. I know those two were up there. I think we had. Shoot. What other characters am I missing? There's so many good characters in Full Metal.
My girl Hawkeye.
Okay, yeah. She wasn't that high. I think we had her in like in B tier. I think I want to say we had her in B tier.
Criminal.
Criminal. I know. The fun. One of the funniest things from that pod is like discussing. I feel like one of the guests we had on TK. Was just like roasting their mom. I don't know why, but he just hating on their mom. Ed and Elle's mom just. So that was funny. So he got low, but yeah, I think Roy Mustang was probably the highest. He's my favorite character as well. So it kind of works out, kind of fitting in that way. Yeah. But great characters all around. I can't lie. That's one of the shows where it rarely misses with the characters or the story for that matter. Just because of how good Archie wanted to comment that he said Shu Tucker should be the highest.
Whoa. Okay.
Archie is our other pod member. Shout out to him. Hi Archie. Are you doing good?
That is wild.
Not all of the flow agrees with all the rest of the flow's takes on anything. Just to be clear, we all have our independent minds. So that's just Archie saying that True Talker should be ranked high. That does not represent us as
Yeah, we love to see that, and that actually segues
Okay,
almost.
Vexus loves to see that. I don't know who this collective we Vexus is including. I'm splitting this stuff off right now. Nuh-uh. This isn't no we. This is you French, you we.
Oh my goodness. But no, that segues us perfectly into the next little bit. I was wondering Den was also wondering who has the worst character takes on the Flow podcast.
The worst character takes.
Funny, I turned my camera on at that point in time.
Do I look away shamed already? Because they're gonna say me.
I don't know. Dylan's got
What are you talking about, brother?
Let's hear some
Dylan's
receipts.
up there.
Let's hear some receipts. I'm here for it. This sounds juicy.
Well, in terms of character takes, but in terms of actual anime takes, that's Dylan has some. For example, saying SAO is the greatest anime of all time. Already questionable. There's also a take he has. Controversial with Rudius. We don't have to get into that.
Yeah, that's dude. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That one.
Oh my
He said, I
gosh.
forgot about that. Repressed.
Oopsies. There's
my
so
gosh.
much I've repressed from the podcast that we do. There's so
Hell
much
yeah.
that I'm just like, oh, I forgot I said that, and there's a reason why.
I feel
I did it on
that.
purpose.
Yeah,
I did it on purpose.
I literally watch through some of our streams here on TLA. Sometimes I'm like, did I say that?
Really? Really?
No way.
I was feeling brave that
not me.
night.
No way, that's me. But yeah, I think there's been a lot of members that have had some questionable takes. Alex had some, interesting takes. We got to get started on the Chimera Ant arc.
I have a fun Who Beats Who take real quick, if that counts as a character take, because it's based on one of the characters that I've watched.
Go ahead.
Are we down for that?
Let's go.
Okay, so have y'all seen The Daily Life of the Immortal King?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, here we go with this again.
I gotta bring it up. It's history, bro.
I have not, but
Y'all have not? Okay, it's a Chinese anime, so it's not technically from Japan, but yeah, it's sick as fuck. It's one of my favorite animes of all time.
You're fake fan.
It was for the longest time, bro. Dude, I watched the full first 2 seasons, and then the third one came out, and I watched it for a few episodes, and I just didn't finish it. But while I watched, the first season, bro, you remember how much I talked about the anime, River? Don't tell me that I was not a fake fan at one point, bro. Do not tell me that I was not I was a true Daily Life fan. So what if
you
I
would have said
fell
that's
off,
the greatest
bro?
anime of all time for
Oh,
sure.
yeah, back then, hell yeah, bro. But yeah, no, my take is that the main character from Daily Life, the Immortal King, Wang Ling, this man's he could solo Goku, bro, easily, there's no say in anything, bro. Personally, that's just it's a common versus Goku kind of scenario, but like no cap, he would. Unironically, he would. So
Okay. Well, it's yeah, I don't know all the powers, but from what you've told me, it sounds possible. Now, would I lock that in as well? I can't. But
he's overpowered, bro.
I mean, and also not to mention like there's
And
been
creates new universes for fun.
how many what's your cycles been, Dylan? You had the daily life one cycle, and then there was a Chainsaw Man where you said that was the greatest anime after the first after a few episodes.
3 episodes, I think. I think that's 3 episodes. I was like, that's the anime.
And then I say
wait, Lucas, I don't think we can hear you. I see that you're going green, but I can hear you.
Now we can hear you.
I was not talking. That's why.
Okay, sorry. Anyway, that's a good segue because, guys, I live in Europe. It's already 1 a.m. I have to hop off and go to bed.
Hey,
Okay.
Go to bed, Cube.
Good meeting you. Good meeting you, Cube.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
it's
much.
great talking to you guys.
Yeah, of course,
meeting
Enjoy the rest of the stream, guys.
Absolutely.
See you
Good night,
guys.
man. Good night. Sleep good.
Cube. What was the topic before I jumped back on?
Oh, we were talking about who has the worst takes.
Yeah, the worst takes.
So
On the flow.
oh no, but
Dylan
I
and
think,
Alex, I gotta hear your guys' thoughts on this as well. Who do you
Oh
guys
no!
think has
Shut
the-
up! Shut up! I
Alex,
stand by
Alex,
it though.
what's your take?
I
What's your take?
stand by it though.
No, who do you think has the worst takes?
I think Dylan does.
Yep. It's unanimous,
Okay.
bro. Our
Okay.
community would say the same thing.
Look, a dark horse is Ichiban. Ichiban has some questionable takes. I'm not gonna lie.
Fire Force is not that bad, all right? Fire Force
Okay,
is
but
not
that's
that
not the
it's better
only
than
take.
Dylan's answer.
So,
right?
sometimes I'll be sitting there and I'm like, what is he talking about? And,
Is Fire
so this-
Force, is it any good? I still have yet to watch it. I fell off Soul Eater at like season 2 or season 3. It started to go downhill and I just never finished it. But I've heard Fire Force is really good and I haven't started it yet because
season
of the
1.
bad taste.
Season 1 is a lot of setup, and you get like a cool little training arc and some really interesting characters, and it's like they're very flawed characters, and they're like written around that. I think season 2 is really where the show came into it's where they got to add in a little bit more comedy and stuff like that. I love Fire Force, but I'm interested to hear everybody else's takes.
Real quick, Archie, I'm not saying any of this. We are not allowed to curse on here. So
Say it.
Okay. Well, no. This is I can say it without that. So basically, Archie said that he wants you guys to know that his favorite character power is Luffy because he can stretch his meat, as out as long as he can.
It's true.
It's
he wanted
confirmed
to let
that
you
it
guys
does
know that.
stretch. Yes,
It's confirmed.
He wanted to.
Yeah, confirmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have confirmed that in the SBS actually. So
He said
respect for knowing.
He said it can stretch 45 gomu gomus, whatever that means. Whatever unit that is. I don't know.
Whatever unit of measurement that is.
Well,
That's how far.
that's like how Oda trolls. He's like, how far can Robin make her arms? And he's like, 100 Hana-Hanas.
Yeah.
Like, it's Oda just trolling. He's like, I told
funny.
you guys.
It's 1,000 Hanahanas. I like it.
Oh man. Okay.
I didn't even get to hear the new gen takes. Were there any bad takes?
Ooh, were there
like-
any bad takes?
Did I get around to saying my new gen before I died?
I don't know if you did.
No, I don't think either of you did, but I'd love to hear it if you guys wanted to. Like, we'll spit it to.
Oh, yeah, I
Coach
wanna-
real quick.
I know I said mine. Never mind. We're good.
No,
We're
I
good.
want to hear it. I want to hear it.
I remember now.
My least favorite was Black Clover. So if you think that's
of course, whatever.
My least favorite is
There was
Demon
Attack on
Slayer.
Titan.
So
well, that's a good pick.
I think Alex
Demon
said
Slayers.
My Hero. Is that correct?
My hair
Yeah.
is the worst.
The worst. Yeah.
you know what? As a My Hero fan, I agree. It is the fucking worst.
To be honest with you, I agree with
It's
you
the
on that.
worst, but I love it. Like,
Yeah, I can't stop taking the punishment, man. Every time a new chapter drops, I'm like, yeah, and then I'm like, oh.
He always gets his hopes up just to be let down every time. That's crazy.
I think
No,
I
like
said. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's been popping off and everything. It's just the guy's writing. He keeps stretching things out way too much, and I'm like, nah, just wrap it up,
Like
please.
46 Gomu Gamus? Is that too much? No, I'm kidding. No, but I said my new gen worst like least favorite, where it was a toss up for me between Shield Hero and Goblin Slayer.
I couldn't get into Goblin Slayer either, so I get that.
Absolutely not. But I forgot Cody's new gen take.
I think. Oh no, Cody. Yeah, sorry.
This new gen was Attack on Titan, because I've never been hyped up so much to been let down at the end of the month. I've never seen a bomb drop that hard before in my life. I am waiting for the anime to come back so that I can repost all these TikToks, and I was like, I told y'all.
Okay,
I told y'all.
It's really funny. It's really funny that this is coming from a guy who said his favorite is JJK. No spoilers, but
Because JJK, I trust Akutame, and I've said that JJK will be in my top 5 depending on how it ends. You can check me on every receipt. I've said it'll only be on my top 5 depending on how it's on.
Alex. No,
I read JJK. All I do was want to cry half the time.
Hey, listen, I tell everyone when they read JJK, I tell them, don't worry, it only gets worse.
I would have said Attack
downhill
on
from here.
Titan. I would have said Attack on Titan if I hadn't read the entire mediocrity of Demon Slayer in like 2 nights, and then was like, well, that was a waste of time.
No, as anime only for Attack on Titan, I am curious to see, because I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard some people say it's very overblown how the hate is, and then obviously I've heard this side as well, like with Cody, like it's terrible. So to finally see it for myself will be.
Dude, I wrote.
Jill got up from getting the Golden Factory ticket from Charlie. Like, that's me when that episode drops. I'm gonna be dancing. I'm gonna, woo!
Of course, they have said they may like slightly alter it, in certain ways.
Yeah,
so
I
we'll
heard
see.
that. I'm definitely gonna watch the final episode to see if they've improved the ending at all.
10 days. 10 days.
10 days.
10 days. Oh boy.
wow, that's wild. I had no idea it was going so close.
Time flies. Time is
Only
coming.
took 13 years.
Yeah, but
Right,
they'll do
right.
another part. Come on now. They're gonna split it up somehow.
Final season, the second time, part 8B.
This is only going to be part 1 of the final episode, guys. Okay, let's make that clear.
Yeah, this is the first movie out of a trilogy for the final season.
The trilogy is actually just a prologue for the actual final.
Oh, and don't forget about the epilogue. That's another 3 parts right
Gotta
there.
have
The
that.
epilogue. Yeah, you gotta have the epilogue episode. 17 long episode of.
They're doing another
epilogue.
Attack on Titan chapter, I guess.
I did hear that.
So
I did
who
hear
knows what's I don't know what the hell they're gonna do. I've gotten everything I've wanted out of this series and shit I didn't even want. So thanks, Isayama.
Wild.
Wild.
That's funny.
So do you guys read a lot of manga as well?
I usually
Not
read,
as much as I should, but I also don't read a lot because smooth brain.
Yeah.
Manga
Been there.
brain.
I would say we
I used to have many wrinkles, but they are gone now. They're long gone.
smooth.
Oh, God.
no valleys or bumps, guys.
It's
just a
no,
smooth-
everything slides right off.
LCL styled iron to the brain. Just
Everything slides right off.
you and your
I,
Nanami.
I got a manga brain.
Yeah, you just
Like
reminded
he
me.
just like lean back.
Fukui has another season coming out. Like Sugar.
I don't want to hear about it.
I'm interested, but like I don't know. Like that's like I'm not super into like recent anime, like except for One Piece. So that's like the one thing I bring to the table right here is that I heard that they're doing that soon.
I keep telling you, you need to read Don to Don. Like, that's for everyone here. If you've never heard of Don to Don, go
I've heard it's
read
really
Don
good.
to Don.
I've heard
It's
it's really
insanely good. When the anime drops, it's definitely going to be top tier for a lot of people. I guarantee it.
Okay.
Don't read Hanaku Bound Toilet Spirit or whatever the hell I read the other day. My wife bought me a random manga and brought it home. Yeah, dude. And
That was the one? That was the one?
Yeah, that was the one that I was like. And I was reading it. It's about a spirit attached to a toilet, and it's romancing a little girl. I don't know. It was weird.
What? Bro.
Anime keeps me questioning. I have unfortunately seen the first episode of Inukai-san's dog, and that
Come
was,
on, man, you gotta get that to yourself. Come on.
that was
Now
at
let's
least I
all break
wasn't.
down Boko no Pico. Sorry.
I was literally just about to say, hey, have you guys heard of it? Hey, has anyone here watched Bible Black? Like,
God, bro.
Yes. No. Okay.
Butler, what?
Yeah, no, true story. Someone told me to watch Black Butler, and this was back in like 2007 when we were watching like YouTube on our anime on YouTube. I was like, I got you, and I googled Bible Black instead somehow, and I watched like the first like 20 minutes of that thing. It was like I'm very confused on why my friend recommended this to me.
It awoke
See,
in,
I was a LimeWire guy.
it awokened a lot of
I
things in your
actually-
shocked. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I thought I was downloading the new episodes of anime, and I got I awokened some new R34 interest in me. And that's like the degenerate is born. That's what it was. Like, you know when Gogeta is born, and they're like the ultimate warrior is born. That's like me when I read Bible Black. They're like the ultimate degenerate is here. Like,
And now comes the challenger, Mr. Undercooked.
Yeah. the super degenerate.
The minute
we're both
Undercooked
Ava
dropped-
fans. Like,
I'm gonna keep my mouth
it's
shut.
that-
Now listen, the minute you
keep
jumped
my
into the
mouth
VC,
shut.
man, the minute he jumped into the VC, I was like, I gotta get Cody on stream right now. these two need to interact right now.
I should not open my mouth right now, and I'm not going to open my mouth.
If you guys
right
come to our pod, Dylan's unhinged, so.
Oh, I watched a few episodes earlier. I was at work. I listened to a few just to get ready for the stream. I was like,
Which one
man,
did you
I
check out?
checked out the Demon Slayer's mid thing, and I was like, okay, yeah. I
Yeah.
agree.
There was a few I'm not on because I'm mainly like I kind of like manage stuff for the most part, but I've started to get on pods more often. But yeah, I'm not on all of them. But the ones that's why the ones that I am on, I make them count.
I feel that.
Yeah, or you can just go
Same.
through the shorts. He has a few shorts that are pretty iconic.
Yeah, he has a lot of shorts.
Oh no, wait, never mind, stop.
Do you want me to look at them right now?
No.
React to them live.
Do not. Do not react to them live. Do
Turn
not.
up the mic
Look up
first.
Anya.
Oh, River. Shut up.
Okay, hold on.
Everything got taken
let's call the
River.
FBI. Open up.
No, River. Oh. That's not what happened. That's not what happened.
It's like the little line where it's like, where do you draw between
not even
food and
what
pet?
happened.
And like, I just
That's
found
not
my
even what
line.
happened. That's not even what happened, bro. I promise. That's not even what happened. They're just wilder, bro.
Dylan's having an
They're just
embarrassing
wilder.
face. He's
Bro,
like,
this
crap.
is terrible. This is terrible. This is the last
Can
thing
we
wanted
talk
to
about the
happen, bro.
killable one? What about that one?
Oh yeah, bro. Dude, that's a good one. That's a good one, actually. I stand by that, bro. Fuck that. I stand by that.
Do you want to tell the taker?
No, but I stand by it.
He
I
said no, but I
stand by
stand by
is
it.
crazy.
If they find it, they can figure out what I stand by it. But I stand by it.
Dylan
It's
has the
called-
embarrassment where like
I'm
what
like,
happened to me
oh
the other
shit.
day where I showed a girl I was talking to the podcast and the first thing she pulls up was where I said, "Are you guys ever horny?" And then I was like, "Great." I regret my
You
decisions.
played yourself, son. You played yourself.
She's like, "You're on a podcast," and I'm like, "Yeah," and I show her, and then I realized like, oh, I'm usually
Oh,
just
wait.
This is a
open.
bad idea.
So she started roasting everybody in the freaking podcast. And she's
Okay,
like,
what
"This is
kind of
like
what
the
kind of
most-"
roast was she saying?
She says that
you
Dylan has a
haven't
weird
told us.
voice.
Yeah, I agree though. No, I agree. I definitely agree. I've always heard my voice and I'm like, ew, what is that? That's valid, bro. That's hella valid. Bro.
He said that's valid. He's like, you're not saying anything.
That's a W
You're not
roast.
saying
Stop, bro.
anything.
You
I haven't
think-
said
bro.
5 inches from a mirror.
Bro, that's hella valid, bro. I listen to my voice back. I'm like, that's me.
I don't know how Archie got scot free. She didn't have any roast for him.
Oh, what was my roast then?
She said your eyes are scary.
My eyes.
Your eyes.
Yeah,
Your
your
eyes are
You got them
Yeah,
predator
his
eyes,
beautiful,
man.
piercing blue eyes.
His beautiful piercing.
He's got that canthal tilt. Get him off TikTok.
He's got them
Watch
Gojo
out.
eyes. He's got the as we refer to Gojo, Gojo's eyes specifically. He's got fuck me eyes.
Dylan, come on, bro.
See,
Sorry.
steady.
I can see that. I can see that.
You know what? Could you bite your bottom lip and do one of them?
No, he does that all the time. He
It's
does
the
that all the
Zoolander.
time.
Blue Steel or whatever from Zoolander. And
That's like me at the coffee shop when I see a girl. I'm like,
Yeah.
Dude, the
Play with
Zoolander look is
mustache, man.
iconic, bro. I can't do the Zoolander look, bro. It's sad.
you gotta have that good eyebrow game. Like, but I did want you guys are vibing, and we love the energy. I wanted to look at the chat real quick. Shout out to Blinkas, is a DM for Group 3 of the TLA D&D. He asked, what are some old school anime and manga that you guys would want to see remade today?
I'll pick your Hitman Reborn. Reborn needs its last 2 arcs finished at least. And if Reborn could get redone, it would be top 10 or Toriko, so we can cut that reporter lady out of the filler. Get her out of here. Toei, you gave us Gear 5th, but you ruined all of Toriko. Let's fix that, all right? Let's...
Interesting.
Cody's passionate
Interesting. Cody's very passionate.
about Toriko.
Oh my gosh.
I've got my answer, but I'll wait. I want to hear what you guys have to say.
I don't have anything on this one.
Actually, I recently saw that Yu Yu Hakusho was getting a remake or something of the sort, so that'll be pretty good. That's probably one I would say, even though I think it actually holds up relatively well, given when it did come out. There's just a few moments where it's like questionable. Like I remember the one Hiei fight.
Did they decide to make a live action?
Yeah.
That too.
Oh no!
They're doing a few things. They're doing a few things with Yu at the moment.
Here we go.
Chat. Den was like, at Flow Podcast, you can keep Cody.
Yeah, fuck you, Den. I thought we had something. Or, those late night calls mean nothing to me now. Or early morning for whatever you Brits say, cheeky governor. I'm old. I thought we had something, Den, and
Not
you
wrong,
broke it.
apparently.
I'm not wrong.
It's a
I'm
sad
not
moment.
crying.
It's a sad moment, but we all get
Alexa,
that
play
someday.
Despacito.
Oh my god, he did not.
Oh my goodness. Shout out to all the goats in the chat. We're seeing a lot of.
Shout out to JJ.
Yeah, JJ
That's my boy
for
right
sure. Massive.
Shout out to 3-Day because 3-Day's actually nice to me and I think she likes me.
Cody, goddamn. That's crazy. He's widowy crying, Vex. He's
I'm
widowy
widowy
crying.
crying
We're
in
not
the
doing
club
this.
right now.
I have the power to mute
Literally
you
hitting
both
with-
right now. Let's not. Like,
I'd have to say, pretty obvious choice, but Berserk. Like, give me a good Berserk anime, please.
The people who did Castlevania, please hurry up.
Yeah, dude, that would be sick. I would lose my shit.
I keep seeing some Castlevania clips, I think.
I haven't watched it.
Belmont just like throws hands all the time or something.
As Belmonts do tend to do.
Yep.
3-Day. Love you, 3-Day. I widowy wub you, says 3-Day.
Oh my
Vexus, that's what she tight. She widowy wubs me. You don't have to give it up for 3-Day.
the Tweede.
Oh my goodness.
Tweede twip.
Oh my goodness!
Bro, stop. But yeah,
You know, Cody, if we had to take you, we could take you. We just can't mention Attack on Titan.
That
That's all.
sounds hella suspect,
No,
River.
I-
That sounds hella sus.
Hey man, if
This
you were
just
biting,
in.
if,
I'm about to
if
go
you were
get my
biting your lip when you
detective
said that, I don't know.
magnifying glass,
This
bro.
might be a different stream, you
Bro,
know.
I'm about to like.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
about to be like,
You know what? You know
bro.
what?
He's about to go Detective Conan and just
Bro,
start...
I'm about to emergency, bro. I'm about to hit the emergency button, bro.
Emergency button.
so what I'm
Oh
hearing
my
is that
goodness.
there's gonna be a the Flow podcast Shadmirals crossover soon.
That'll probably happen once we get our footing, definitely. That's gonna be
Okay,
too
like
out of
that.
pocket.
I'm here
That's
for
gonna be way
it.
too out of pocket.
I'm here for it. Like,
Wait,
There we go.
did
There we go.
Cube
We
get
lost
to-
him out of pocket.
Did Cube get to yell at Cody for his terrible Avatar take?
It's not terrible. Your wife
So
literally
bad.
agrees with me, and if you want to sleep with her tonight, you better start rethinking about how hot my takes are.
She knows
Spicy.
how I feel about her takes, okay, with Avatar. If you guys want to know, he said that Sokka's a trash character.
bro.
Like,
I'll stand by it. I'll stand as an
Fight you,
older
dude.
brother. As an older brother to two
Oh my
younger
God.
sisters, I'll stand on that. You know what? What an L brother to like constantly be misogynistic to your own blood, and then like even after the Kiyoshi episode where he like comes to terms with, oh yeah, women are cool.
going right.
Immediately makes fun of Top for being blind and a woman. What the fuck? And then they're like, oh, you're reading too into it. Am I? It's literally right there. He literally went from being cool with Kiyoshi and women to making fun of a deaf blind girl. Or not deaf,
that's
but
kinda
Top's
crazy.
blind. Like, I mean, did Sokka really have character development?
Where's the issue there? I don't know.
He said where's this?
I don't see what's wrong with that.
Neither
No
does Tom.
qualms with this. I have no qualms with this way of life.
I'll die on this hill. I'm okay with that. I think women are cool, and I don't think you should switch up if you think they're cool. That's the hill I'm okay
Women
dying
are
on.
cool.
Oh no.
Cody's over here like women are funny. I don't care. Like no.
Women deserve
Oh,
equal
man.
pay.
Archie would love Archie and Cody would get along pretty well.
I mean, if they can't see the numbers on the paper of their paycheck,
Oh, my god.
God.
That is wild.
I'm a terrible person, bro.
That is the most. Okay.
Yeah, we're not better bad boys.
Disclaimer: I'm not actually that bad. I'm not a bad person. I promise. I'm just funny. I'm just really funny sometimes.
This is something bad right now.
Sometimes I'm hilarious.
Said pulling on the Klansman's hat.
Oh my god.
Cody, tell them about your recent Tinder game. Okay, so I had this girl message me on Tinder.
Oh, wow.
She immediately messaged me what that tongue do, and I said it recites the gospel of our Lord and Savior, Aiichiro Oda. Immediately, she's like, "Oh, you're one of those anime boys," and I said,
Oh,
"I know.
gosh.
It's such a bummer. I wish there were other people in the world who didn't like anime." And she's like,
reaches
"Oh,
another
but you're
level."
so cute, and the long hair's doing it for me." And I said, "Damn, if only there were people with long hair who didn't like anime." And she's like, "Okay, well, I like Death Note." And I was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah,
Someone matched me already. I
Riz.
literally was like, "Oh, Death Note is pretty cool. What else do you like?" She's like, "I like talking about heavy metal, but I'm not really into anime." And I was like, "Oh, it's like your weakness, like fire Pokemon are weak to water." And she's like, "Are you for real right now?" And I was like, "I don't know."
Cody, you're the
Like
Is
that.
it a
Hey, bro, I
personality
gave
or what?
up on Tinder. That's what I did. I gave up.
It's
Brother.
brother. Anyone
You give up,
matches
you
with
just
me,
cut 'em off the
I
app.
said no likes. Say, all right.
anytime I get a match, I'll wait for them to message me. And it doesn't matter what they message me. It's always Zoro or Sanji. And it doesn't matter what the response is. If it's not Kozuki Odin, then I just unmatch him. It's a trick question, and my wife, my future partner, would get it
know the
right.
answer.
So, hey, man.
Imagine you actually do that one day, and then like somebody actually says that to you.
I'm getting married. I mean, that's
I'm
How you find
getting
a wife, my
Literally,
guy.
next response is "marry me right now." Oh god, that hurt.
I don't know if you guys play Fallout, but that's straight up how I met my wife. I was just like, hey, E50 or XO1? She said XO1. I was like, I'm putting a ring on that. Immediately.
I'm putting a ring
not
on.
real. Actually, but like T51B Winter Dice power armor from Fallout 3, Operation Bridge.
I've only played 4, and I wasn't a big fan.
Oh wow!
man,
Look at
Fort's
that!
not
You
that
got kicked again.
Skyrim's my roots.
Oh
my God.
Don't even
yeah,
talk about
Cody's
Skyrim,
about to
dog.
freak out, bro.
I've
He's put up like
100%
7,000
in
hours.
Skyrim 5 times. I've put over
Damn.
20,000 hours into Skyrim without mods.
You are
Like-
insane, brother.
I love Skyrim. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It just is.
I don't know what this says about me as a person, but I like, you know how when you beat the Dark Brotherhood main quest, you know how when you beat it, and then afterwards you have no quest, so they just keep giving you the quest to kill one person? That's my favorite quest. I just do it over and over again. I don't know what that says about me as a person, but
He's like, I like
it's
murder.
fun. Bro,
No lie,
I like killing people when they sleep. I don't know what to say. Like, it's just fun
Oh my
in
god.
Skyrim.
In Minecraft, I said I would do that to the president in Minecraft. I did not. Oh my God!
Whoa!
That's crazy.
Pause.
So anime boys,
Yeah, there you go. Reel it back in. Reel it back in.
reel it back in, reel it back in.
Good save.
When do
good
we
save.
gotta wheel it in?
I'll just say another anime of note for me because I want to hog the spotlight and bring
Of course,
it back. If you, like we said, look at my wall. That's probably like one of my first or second favorite animes of all time is Hunter x Hunter. So
Yes.
that's a go to. I don't know how y'all feel about that anime, but
I've
So-
read
I
maybe
feel like
the
it's
first
goated, bro.
6 chapters of the manga, and that is my only exposure to Hunter x Hunter.
So the anime, I don't like the way that the newer one starts out comparatively to like it switches up some things, but once you get
In the
like,
in the older one, doesn't he meet Kite first or something?
yeah, and so
that's what I thought.
there's some things that are a little bit more confusing if you're like if you've never read the manga or anything like that or didn't see the 99 anime. But I put Hunter x Hunter very close to my number one as far as anime goes. The manga is a completely different beast, but the anime is absolutely amazing. 2 of my top 5 anime arcs of all time come from that anime. It's cherished by me. And
What is one of those? The
Chimera
Chimera?
Chimera Ant better be one of them.
It
Chimera
is.
Ant and York New.
Exactly.
Chimera Ant and York New.
those are the exact
I've
2.
said this.
Yes.
I've said this
those are the
before.
exact-
I'll say it
called
again.
it, baby. That's
Oh, boy,
me,
here we go.
baby.
Yeah, no.
I think Hunter x Hunter is a great anime, but an awful manga. Togashi should just write a book if he's gonna put that many words on the page.
Wait, okay, repeat that. I accidentally bumped my headset and turned the volume all the way down. Say that again. I didn't hear a word.
Hunter x Hunter is a great anime, but an awful manga. If Togashi wants to put that many words on a page, he can write a book.
Hey, Togashi can do nothing wrong. I don't care, bro. It's my guy.
Pause. We're to wait until he's no allegations or anything come out because Rurouni Kenshin happened 20 years later. That stuff came out. Togashi can do wrong. We just don't know of it.
Don't try to say that.
Bro.
That's a lame response. Not gonna lie,
Yeah,
brother.
that's a lame response, bro. What a L take.
Oh no!
My man wrote Yu Yu Hakusho and married the mangaka of Sailor Moon. Like, he is living the dream.
And then he should be writing a light novel because he's like literally writing a
So
light
many
novel in a
words.
manga. Imagine it's
from the-
literally
from the
a medium
page-
used to
From
art.
the pages that I've seen, I have seen that he is putting a crap ton of writing in his manga.
That is
So I cannot disagree. From the clips that I've seen, yes, that's it's pretty.
Hey, but at least
anime's
chapters are
gas.
coming out. At least chapters are coming out.
Word.
here.
that is true.
Chapters are coming
out.
That is true. I will give him props.
We're coming out
Stay
on 1
healthy.
year.
Give all he needs to do is give us words on a page and a few references every once in a while, and we'll make a good anime.
Well, so that's the thing. That's the thing, though,
yeah.
is that the anime, as far as the new season, it was teased to be in production, like as far back as like mid 2022, and they don't have a release date or anything like that. But there is potentially another season of the anime coming soon, and with the manga, it's coming up on a year since we got our last new chapter. But he's not on a set schedule. He is on he is gonna be in an indefinite hiatus, and he'll just drop stuff when he wants to. But to feed into Cody's point is that yes, it is extremely expositive, and you do get like entire like thesis like papers in text bubbles. And the one thing that's holding him back from pumping out new content for us is that it takes him too long to get the art done. But if he were to just write a book, then it wouldn't take him that much to do. Like, he wouldn't need to focus on the art whatsoever, or he could have his wife draw for him. But he doesn't want to do any of that.
His wife has actually been learning how to imitate his art style too. She's
Could pick
gone on
up in
record
case he
saying-
dies.
Yeah. But he could
That's what
literally
I'm
just
saying,
drop
bro.
a book. Yeah.
Just
Loki,
write the
Loki,
words
sure.
down. We'll take care of the rest. You've done enough, buddy.
I
Like,
literally just said that Goblin Slayer had an okay anime and manga after they had adapted it all from a light novel. To say that Hunter x Hunter couldn't have a successful anime or manga,
if people who
100%.
cared about it, put in work on it, dude, like that, all we need is words on a page, and we can turn it to whatever we need it. Just give us the story that you're working on. That's like I do not want him to die.
I gotta know what's happening
before
with
it's
Frollo
done.
and Kurapika. I'm
dude,
so sick of waiting.
Apparently, I'm waiting for Crollo versus Ahsoka. Apparently, like that's supposed to go. Apparently, that's supposed to be like the next like notable fight coming up. And so I can't wait to see how that goes.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Have you not read it yet?
Yeah, I'm
or-
not gonna say anything.
No, I have not read it. I have not read it. That's what I was saying.
It is probably in my
It's so good.
top 3 manga fights of all time for me. It
No,
is-
I knew it. I want to see it.
yeah, I
How could that
really,
not be, bro?
I
That's
really
a- that's
cannot
amazing.
wait for that to get animated. That's the,
I want to see that, bro. Because, bro,
Yeah.
ever since it was teased that Crollo's gonna get his Nen back, I was like, man, some shit's about to fucking happen.
Will that be like so let's say they make the new season? Will that fight like be included? Is it like that soon?
I think
It's
it
pretty
would
soon.
be. Yeah, I think it would be
Okay, okay.
included.
It's pretty
Yeah.
soon.
They have.
Sick.
The thing is that like they have enough to go off of already. There's like they've
yeah.
finished that full arc and then started a whole nother arc, and they're like halfway into that. So they have more.
And
than
also,
enough
yeah.
For another
Also, you
season.
got to think about it at the end of the material we have. Gon doesn't have any Nen and anything like that still, and so I don't think he's even plays that much of a part in the story that much anymore. I think it's more focused on Killua and the others or something like that. Cody, I see you want to say something. Say something real quick.
Not to like give a huge spoiler, but Gon losing his Nen might actually be like quintessential for the end of the series. Like it's actually like Oda level foreshadowing
I
almost,
hope
because
so.
there's another character about who lost his Nen being an ant or something, some sort of king or lord. I'd have to go back and reread the chapters,
Talk
but there's
about
this
Gyro.
huge big theory. Yes, you get it. Max.
I know exactly what you're talking
Continue.
about.
Please continue. Please say. Continue. Finish. I want to hear.
There's this theory that like with Gon being the only one to not have access to his Nen, he'll be the only one to actually be able to get to the main antagonist and show him that his ways are actually wrong, and to like be like, I've already made the mistakes you've made. Don't do this. And I thought that was a really crackpot theory, and I'm really
As like a
excited to see where
redemption,
it
as
goes.
like a redemption arc to his good ways, because he veered back off because Gon went kind of berserk towards the end of his ability to use Nen, in my opinion.
Right.
So it'd be like a redemption in the
that theory,
eyes of the
too. That's a good
beholder.
theory.
That's a
I can see
solid
it.
theory,
I
bro.
can
I
see
like that theory, bro.
I have to
I like
hold
that.
back so much right now. But
I know it's so crazy. I'm trying, Vax. I'm trying.
so we're gonna talk for like 6 hours after this stream about Hunter x Hunter.
Those are the best talks.
When you're ready to get the JJK discussion out of the way, then we can talk
my
Hunter x
God.
Hunter.
All I can say is I love Hunter x Hunter, and I will go down. I will die saying that.
I'll die
So,
on that. I'll die on that anthill.
I'll die on that. I'll die on
Alex, you wanna do you
I'll
have any
die on
opinions
that
on that?
bitch ass chimera ant's body, bro. That's what I'll fucking. That's what I'll die on.
Give me that queen. I'll make her my queen. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Like, oh.
Texas.
Yes, sir.
I sadly have to go. My kids are acting up. It's been wonderful having you guys on.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's nice.
It's been a wonderful vibe. Sorry I had to dip out so much, but I'll see you guys later. Cody,
Yeah,
you good?
sure, bro.
Good
Bye,
talking to you
Lucas.
guys.
I'll see you tomorrow
talk to you,
for
Lucas.
Chadmirals.
Yes, we'll see you tomorrow for Chadmirals. Watch
yeah.
Chadmirals, 8 p.m. EST on the Last Arc Live YouTube channel. Later.
Okay.
Take it easy, bro. Yeah. How much longer do you think you guys are gonna be on for? I'm good to go for the long run, but I just gauging everything real quick.
I'm gonna eat dinner like in the next 10-15, and I'll be back like maybe around.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to continue streaming, dude, like I'm fine with that. What I will say is that I do need to grab food because like I got home, showered, and sat down, so I really haven't been able to eat yet. So as long as I'm cool with, I can eat on stream. I don't care. Like
Yeah,
as long as I'm cool, as they're cool with me bringing food on here, I'll sit down and stream for a while. I'm fine with that.
I'm loving the vibe. Yeah. So like, as long as y'all are cool to stay, we're glad to have you. I'm in it for the long haul. We could do a. I think YouTube caps out at 12 hours. So 11 minutes 59 seconds. You guys get? No, I'm kidding. But no, yeah, no.
That'd be hilarious, bro. That'd be funny.
I've seen
Nah,
it.
bro.
I've seen it happen actually, which is crazy. There's like a group of One Piece creators, like YouTubers and things like that.
Well,
and
of
they're-
course you can do that when you're talking about One Piece. Are you?
Isn't that the reverie?
Any
Like the reverie,
conversation
like the
about
longest
One Piece
stream
maxes
ever.
out
crazy,
the
isn't it?
YouTube timer, bro. Any
so-
conversation you have about One Piece
They
maxes
do
out
it.
the YouTube.
They do it twice a year, where they get
Right.
like 20 plus big YouTube, creators that
That's
talk
lit.
about One Piece and go off for like they were having competitions to see who could have the longest running reverie, and then they found out the hard way that YouTube has a cap out. Like no one really knew that until it happened. It was crazy.
Oh yeah, I've heard the referee's pretty crazy.
Yeah, so without talking too much about One Piece, but just to touch on it, because that's kind of our thing here at the Last Arc, I wanted to go into the world building of One Piece. I know, River, you said you're about 400 episodes in. What about for Alex and Cooked? Have you guys partook?
I am. I'm 177. I think I'm either 177 or 178. I'm right in the middle of Skypiea right now. Like
Okay,
they're
so it's
fighting
episode, not chapter, right?
Episode, yes.
Okay, got you. What about you, Alex?
Episode 177.
So like I will hold my head in shame so you guys can do it. I don't watch. I don't like One Piece.
Oh no.
Well, you know what we say. The only people
you
who
get
don't
the
like One
tomatoes,
Piece are the
boo.
people who haven't seen it. But no,
I've seen it. No, I've seen it. I just don't like it.
No, you haven't seen very much of it.
how far did you get in, if you don't mind me asking?
What's that? What was that one? Fucking. What was that? Wano or not Wano? It's fucking.
There's
You did
no
not
way.
get to
There's
Wano.
no way.
Wow, not get to Wano and not like one.
While Alex is the target here, I'm gonna step on and grab food.
Yeah, you got
No, you come back here.
No, Alex, you did not get that far. That's like 1,000. That's like
No,
what,
it's not
800
that.
episodes
It's
into
when the word
Wano, or
Nami.
700?
Fucking.
Arlong?
Arlong, there. That's where I stopped.
Okay,
Okay.
yes, okay.
crazy.
So you stop. Yeah, that's all right.
That's where most people are hooked, like by that point. But no, I mean, I respect that. As far as like the world building and things like that,
You don't
got
have to
see,
respect it.
Yeah, you got
Nah,
to
shut
get to
up,
see
man,
a good
shut up.
amount of the East Blue. Like as far as like the micro settings going from like island to island and seeing like different slices of this like really absurdist world that things just make sense because they do, and like I really love that. I wanted to see like y'all's takes. So you said you dropped out around Arlong Park, but as far as like if you had to pick between like the Baratier, which is like the boat where they're cooking like a bunch of food for pirates, or for not for pirates but for people all across the East Blue, and then there's like Syrup Village and Orange Town and Dawn Island, did you have any like standout like locations or just like anything that you liked about the world building from what you saw?
I really like the part where like the cooking and all that. I like that a lot, and like the determination that Sanji had about finding the more food in the fishes, and I just liked it.
And it set up a lot for the Grand Line as well. Like the hype was so real seeing
Cody's face is like, I hate you.
No, I mean East Blue's weak as fuck. You're right for saying you don't like it. I just like you can't speak on the world building or what you liked. If you don't like One Piece, you don't like it. You just say, nah, man. It was all trash. I fucking hate that shit. You gotta go off, man. You gotta preach your shit, and I'll defend you.
It's just the pacing is it's so takes forever, and I do get like
There it is.
my ADHD just kicks in. I'm like, I don't know. I watch something else.
You
that.
read
Stand
manga
your
though,
ground.
don't you? You can
I
read
do.
manga.
I read manga, but people told me like instead of just watching anime, just read the manga. It's much the pace is much faster than the manga for One Piece. And I was like, I might as well just do that.
So are you going
do
to?
that, yeah.
Probably not.
Probably not. Oh my god.
Okay, what about the live action? If have you given that a shot or no?
Man, if somebody's gonna put my take up for the other day, that's gonna be crazy. I have not watched that either, and don't look up the take I said the other day. So,
Well, now I've got to. But
Pull
as
it
far
up, pull it
as
up.
as far as River, like you've gotten a pretty good chunk into One Piece. Like as far as the world building, where would you put that? Because you're also pretty into Hunter x Hunter, right? So like, where would you
Right.
scale the two?
In terms of Hunter x Hunter and One Piece, I think Hunter x Hunter does do a very good job world building. I think One Piece is so much more expansive in terms of everything. Like Hunter x Hunter, I guess you, as a manga reader, you wouldn't know more because the Dark Continent is probably what's really gonna like bring out a lot of world building that Hunter x Hunter has to offer. The potential's obviously there. I think One Piece right now, in terms of where it's at least from what I've seen of both, is much more expansive, has a much more to it. I think like the in-depth details that are kind of shown for every like everything they go to, every like island they go to and stuff like that, and how each one has like different things going on. It's all kind of very very gone into. I think definitely sets it apart from most things. So it's very good. However, one anime I will shout out in terms of world building is Made in Abyss. That's another really good one. I don't know if any of you guys have seen that, but that one has some phenomenal world building as well. Which I think in its conciseness, we haven't obviously got to the end of it, but I think that it does a great job of world building in the amount of time it has so far. It's just been phenomenal. So yeah.
I agree with Made in Abyss, and like the thing that I love about Made in Abyss is world building, and even like Mushoku Tensei, which I don't like the characters,
Mushoku's another
but
great
the
one,
world
yeah.
building is phenomenal. And in One Piece, like you get a lot of things that are shown and not told. That's my only beef with Togashi, is that he does a lot of telling. You know, like as far as Hunter x Hunter goes. But yeah, I would put One Piece at the top. And then we just want to go ahead and intro. We're joined by Lord Vegeta, aka Ragnar. What's going on? How you doing today, brother?
I came here for propaganda and agenda.
This guy is
Respect.
one of our absolute goats in the community, and he has some of the most interesting takes on Dragon Ball. So I feel like we could maybe pivot the discussion that way if you guys are wanting
Okay.
to. As far
Let's see
as Dragon Ball Z goes, let's go ahead and start off with Cody. What would you think your absolute top fight in all of Dragon Ball Z? Like, what's the top fight in the whole verse? Like,
Goku versus Piccolo at the 23rd Martial Arts Tournament.
That's Dragon Ball. That's the last fight, the last tournament. That's interesting.
that's quick that you came in with that. Like,
It's my favorite fight in Dragon Ball. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
and then Alex, do you have any takeaway fight moments from like Dragon Ball Z?
I'm trying to think. It's a good. I'd say the fight with Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Boo. That was a good fight.
That one's pretty good.
That was really good.
Cody
W.
is tight.
Okay.
And River.
Super Saiyan 3 is my favorite form ever, so.
Where are them
Oh,
eyebrows though?
for me. Yeah.
Where are them eyebrows
Scary,
though?
right?
For me, I'd probably. Oh, go ahead.
It's more intimidating to glare at you with the furrowed brow without the eyebrows, in my opinion. Just goes harder.
Yeah, they're getting in the way of the ferocity. Yeah, like
The ferocity. Yeah. For me, it might be a little bit of a basic take, I guess, but I'd probably say Gohan and Cell. That one was obviously heat. Another one, with Vegeta Goku. The first one was good too, for sure.
before I
Those would
send it
probably be
off
the two I would think
to
of.
no, this is solid. That was one of my absolute favorites as well. As I grow up a little bit more, I come to understand more and more about my true goat in the whole series. And for me, nothing will ever top the boy himself, Yajirobe, slicing the tail off, saving the whole planet. Peak, absolute peak.
Peak. Dragon Ball characters getting utilized to their fullest. Peak.
Save the world. That wasn't even the first time, right? But Ragnar, I'd love to hear your spice on this. What's your number one fight in all of Dragon Ball Z, Super, anything?
Listen, you can say what you want, bro. Goku versus Jackie Chun is probably one of the most legendary fights I've ever seen.
Thank you.
Yeah, you heard
Dragon
me.
Ball Love.
Jackie Chun is one of the most iconic characters that just died. He's like
And
Jackie
that
Chun is a
fight sets up
character that
everything.
Roshi made because Goku had no more challengers or rivals at a young age. He was really strong for a child. So Roshi dressed up as an old master by the name of Jackie Chun, inspired by Jackie Chan, of course, and he basically whooped Goku's ass by pulling out every single move in his arsenal, from sleeping fist to paralyze attack to hypnosis. It was every single. You would never see.
I mean, they
Roshi
even
do almost
dance.
half
They
of
dance
these moves.
together.
He even danced. It was one of the best fights I have ever seen ever. And Goku even goes into his great ape form, and Roshi has no choice but to go into that big buff form that you see him with sometimes. And it was like one of the best things ever. I never forget that fight. It was absolutely amazing.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it because I'm gonna be completely honest. I barely remember.
No, that's fair. The next fight, if I were to put another fight in between that, it would probably be the Ginyu Force versus Krillin Vegeta Gohan. That was one of my best favorite fights as well.
Bro, when they hit him with the
okay.
Raccoon Boom, I felt that.
Yes.
I would shout out to, like, from Super, I really enjoyed the Goku hit rematch. That was phenomenally done, in my opinion. Like, because like the fights in Super are just so ridiculous, but that one, like, I don't know, for how absurd it was, it kind of made the most sense for me. Like, I really dig that fight.
Okay.
I wanted to ask a question earlier. For like manga wise, everybody here is a manga reader in some form or format.
I've read a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Page, you know.
All right.
Okay.
What about anime? Have you guys ever seen Overlord?
I have. Yeah, I've watched it.
What do you
I
think
know
about
Dylan has too, I
Overlord?
think.
When it
It's,
comes to isekai,
It's not that bad. Yeah, I actually enjoyed it. Yeah, it's not that bad.
I
liked
like the
it.
anime until I realized the whole thing's like a commercial, and you really get like like 10%
Is
of
it?
the actual content that is there for you. If you like, so much stuff makes so much more
If
sense.
you
when
read
you-
the novel,
Yeah, it's crazy because even that is like based off of a D&D campaign.
it is.
Yeah, so like it's like a 3 times removed from the source material, and like you lose a lot in translation, I think. But the anime is good, and I really vibed with it. And then I found out there's just so much more to it, and I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like
What is this?
Well, what I usually do, I watch this channel called Annie News or something like that, and they do a full recap on all the episodes, on the entire season, and all the character breakdowns, talking about their abilities. And that's why I fell in love with Overlord. But when I think of Overlord as an isekai, it's probably top 1 for me, even above SAO, even above Log Horizon. And I know people don't really know what Log Horizon is, but I think Log Horizon is also amazing.
except for the 3rd season.
The 3rd season was awful.
Yeah.
But
That was probably one of my favorite. I don't know, man. I was definitely in that phase where I was completely obsessed with isekai, and then I realized that a lot of them are just trash now. But like Overlord was a standout for me. I put it really, really high up as far as like the tones that it touches on and things like that. And it's like overpowered protagonist, but I feel like they did it pretty interesting. It doesn't feel stale to me. It's a really, really solid watch. Apparently, I wouldn't know, but apparently it's a even solider read. So I guess check that out.
I brought this up because I wanted to ask, what's your favorite genre for you guys?
Shonen.
A Sinin. Mine's Sinin.
Well, here's my thing. I have this very strong. A lot of people don't agree with this, but I think shonen is not a genre; it's a demographic.
Yeah, it's demographic. Yeah.
Okay, then I prefer battle shonen where it's 2 big buff men beating the absolute dog shit out of each other.
thought he
I
was gonna
want to see
say-
fucking huge complex power systems. I want to see rippling fucking muscles. I want to see blood and guts going everywhere. I mean,
Okay.
everything.
I'm surprised you didn't say Dojin. Like, no, I'm kidding.
Oh wow, I read it for 5 minutes and I'm done. That's my favorite.
Oh my
Get real,
goodness.
Vex.
5 minutes? Never mind. Alex, you said singing.
Yeah.
You have a
Well, that's
standout.
all, I mean, that's a demographic too.
It
but-
is, but it still counts. Like they're kind of both at this point because it's a collection of anime that are specifically designed, for like that demo. But it is still kind of like tropish. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what's surprising to me?
mean,
One Punch Man is a seinen. You would never believe
Yeah.
it is.
Yep.
It's actually, it didn't start as a seinen, but once it got to season 2, it became a seinen because the story got way more serious. So the first season it wasn't, which was interesting. It was a show.
Oh, okay. Wait. And then I know like anime like AOT or shonen and stuff like that. Like it comes back to it not really being like a genre. It's more of a demographic because anime of all different types of genres just fall under it based on what basically magazine it's in. It's not even necessarily really about like, is this even, because you wouldn't even say like AOT is really geared towards like young boys, but like it's still a shonen. So it's not, it's a bit weird how it works out. But I guess for me, my favorite genre would probably be like thriller in terms of my anime. I know like most of my, I guess, favorites would probably fall more under that, or like psychological. I like good psychological and
I
stuff
agree.
like that. That's probably what I would.
Yeah, I like
lean
the stuff
towards.
that makes you think, like Madoka Magica, Psychopaths. Like I don't know, like I was really into like isekai, but I probably fall back on like, and that's why I love Steins Gate so much. Like,
Yeah, Steins Gate's so good. Oh my gosh, I love Steins Gate. Have you seen Monster?
No,
Monster.
I haven't
Pretty
seen
good.
it. No.
I would recommend it. You probably like it if that's kind of your thing. It's really good.
Did you watch Steins Gate Zero?
Yes, I have. So I have an order. I watched Steins Gate and I watched like everything. So it was like the first. How does it go? Because I have it like memorized in my head, just because I like to tell people. So like this is how I feel like it's the best way to watch it. Is like the first 22 episodes, then you watch 23B, and then you watch Steins Gate 0, and then you watch 23 and 24, and then the special episode 25, and then the movie, and that's how I watched it.
You sound like me trying to describe how to watch Ava. You're like, watch the first 24 episodes, then go watch the end of Evangelion movie. Then, in the middle of the movie, pause it, watch episode 24, 25, 26, then finish the movie. Then you can start the true end of Evangelion. Then you can start the rebuilds, and then you finished it.
Oh man, stop pausing the movie's crazy though.
You have to pause it during the movie because, like, I think it's 25 and 26 take place during, like, the assimilation of,
Okay.
like, all the humans that happens during the movie. But it's, like, the way the production cuts and, like, how they told the story, people were like, that doesn't make sense! And they're like, okay, we'll give you a movie. There, that's the ending. And then people are like, that doesn't make sense! So they're like, all right, 4 more movies. And they're like, okay, it's been 15 years. We're done complaining. And, yeah, Anna's like, finally. Like, imagine having people argue about, like, why your angel's exploding crosses and then getting told 20 years later, oh, I just thought crosses look cool. Like,
I have a question for you guys while we're at it. If you guys could have to list the top 5 anime you watched that weren't like the major on long running shonen, what would be there?
I guess I go. I guess so like my top. Okay, so do you want like not shonen at all, or just like long running?
No, you can, but not long running shonen. Like not like the
Okay.
Naruto's, the Hunters,
Okay.
the Bleaches, the Yu Yu
Alright, so-
Hakusho, the
okay.
Sailor
pieces of
Moons.
one.
Okay.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go eat dinner. I'll be back.
All right, cool.
No problem.
So I guess for me, it'd probably be well, just going off my list. I mean, I guess Monster, Code Geass, Attack on Titan, Steins Gate, and then just would you count Full Metal as long running shonen? I don't know. I guess
No, I
AOT is
wouldn't
shonen
call
too.
it.
Okay, so Full Metal. So Full Metal that'd be the 5. Because the only one out of my top 5 that isn't it would be Hunter x Hunter, and then F maybe 6, so it just moves up to 5. So yeah, those 5.
And if you had to add long running shonen, this is why I asked it without it. I want to see if your list changed if you were to add it into it.
Hunter x Hunter would be 5 at that point. That's the only one in my top 5 that's
Oh, it
long
changed?
running.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
See, I was asked this question by Vex some weeks back. We were doing like a top 10, and I was like, "Listen, I got Beyblade in my top 5."
Okay. Oh, but Beyblade's kind of heat though. Beyblade's kind of heat though. You
Yeah,
know?
Beyblade is fire. And they were like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Listen to me, bro. When that guy says,
Metal Fusion.
yeah,
Metal
I
Fusion's
guess you guys
great.
aren't ready for this hot take, but you guys know that Digimon is the best isekai ever made, right?
It's up there.
I just made the argument earlier that Overlord was the best. And what's going on?
Digimon's the best. I'm sorry. Overlord, like Vexus said, you get too much that they miss out on. But with Digimon, what do you miss out? Look at me. What do you miss out on in Digimon? What do you miss
Yeah.
out on? Exactly. That's what I thought.
Which Digimon series would you think is your
The
absolute...
original with Ty, Matt, and all of them, the Izzy, Digidestin.
Really? So you're not
yeah,
as big of a
origin-
fan of the 3rd series, Digimon Tamers?
I'm not a fan of Digimon Tamers.
Even though it's written by
That's-
the same goat who put out
What's-
Evangelion, or like
We're not talking about Tamers, okay?
I
Don't
love
talk about-
Tamers. I think Tamers is my favorite rendition of the digital world. I think that the Digimon the character progression of some of the people you thought were antagonists, not trying to spoil anything, but like it was phenomenal. All of the side characters were extremely well utilized. I loved it. I put it as my
Yeah, I don't
top
know.
Digimon series.
Have you watched Digimon Try?
No, I've
new
heard
one,
I
where
should.
they all come-
It's like a full
my-
reboot, right?
Kind of. You think you should watch it?
I'll check it
I'm-
out because it's interesting. Like I can't necessarily go all the way back and rewatch through the OG like Digimon Adventures. Like I can. It's just like it's a part of it is like almost like a chore for me. Just it's like going back and playing like GoldenEye on the N64. Like it's just it's so far from where we've come at this point. But I do still love the nostalgia factor. Really solid characters. Absolutely love Gomamon. That's my goat right there.
Dude, Tenemon was so cool, and I thought like when he turned into Kabuterimon, you're like, oh no, I'm Tenemon, and then oh, I'm a fucking monster. Like that shit was
Bruh.
made me laugh a lot. It was like when I hit puberty, I'm gonna be a Kabuterimon. Turns out I turned into Angemon. Who would have thought?
Bro, what a Chad though Angemon was. I love Digimon, but would you put it over Pokemon as
Yes.
we're just talking about the
Yeah.
anime?
Oh, well now.
He said, "Well, now," because I mean, the game is a
Well,
whole
If
different.
it's just
kind of
the
lens.
anime, I mean, Pokemon has had such a more long-running success, especially with like. I remember loving the original crew. I remember loving Max and May. I remember loving Dawn. Like I loved most of the Pokemon I watched growing up.
I think Dawn was the best,
like
even though I'm not a Gen 4
That was
guy.
great.
and I mean, just thinking back on like how well Paul was utilized as a different way of antagonist and Gary Oak, like the way they were
Right.
writing for Pokemon just like seemed to hit better than Digimon did. It's like, and the worlds just kept getting bigger and bigger. They're like, oh no, there's another region. Like, how big is the Pokemon world? What are we doing?
That is a good question.
That is a
we gotta
really-
get someone on that. Someone's got to figure that out.
That is
I haven't
wild.
actually seen Digimon, but I'm big into Pokemon. So
I've played the game, the card game.
I haven't heard from the Digimon card game in so long. But like I know like Cyber Sleuth and like there was a lot of great like games for Digimon, and like that's another
Shout
part.
out to Den in the chat with Shaman King getting 0 love, but Shaman King's like one of the only few shonen from that era to get a reboot. So I mean, what do you mean getting 0 love? It got the love it needed. It
Eventually.
came back. It came back.
right. I'm curious.
One of your anime was favorite was Code Geass, right?
Yeah.
I always wondered this. I have my own opinions on this. How far do you think Lelouch gets without the Geass?
Ooh, that's a good
I'm taking off my
question.
headset. You
That's
guys
a good
give me
question.
thumbs up when you guys are done with spoilers. I've only watched the first part of Code Geass.
Oh my
I'm not
God,
spoiling
bro.
myself.
I dropped it.
stopped
I
there,
dropped
and
it.
I'm
Dude,
gonna
it is
finish
so
So sad.
good.
I got
when you-
bored. I got bored.
What?
Okay,
Did
we
you
got
get-
you.
Did you get like 12 episodes in?
Yeah, I think so.
Bro, there's a
man.
point where the ball drops. That's all it is, and that is
Yeah.
the point where I will answer. to
Another
you right now.
show had grabbed my attention faster.
I get that.
That's her.
But that's exactly the scene without saying too much. Like that's the exact scene where I'm like, nope. There's like this. He wouldn't have ever gotten to that point where.
Like,
bad
what
things
scene
happen.
specifically? I don't know. I don't do. I mean, I don't
That's
even
what
know
that's
what
what I'm
Dylan
asking
cares
you.
for.
I have my own idea on this, but I'm asking how far do you think he actually gets if he started without the Geass, but he still got like lucky with the getting in touch with like the revolutionaries, and he starts
Okay.
moving chess pieces to move them around. How far does he get?
I feel like I'm trying to think like the specific point would be hard to say. I feel like he does get pretty far though, because he didn't like fully rely on the Geass too much.
Mhm.
He only like used it in really necessary parts. I mean, I think eventually he would definitely like get cooked. I'm trying to think like where that would be though. Like specifically, it's hard to kind of place it.
But
I
I don't know how to
really-
pronounce her name, but like the whole Princess Euphemia thing. Like,
Oh, Yuffie, yeah.
that is
yeah.
that whole thing never would have gone down.
You know, it actually would have helped him then.
But I don't know if he would have gotten there. Is my
would've.
point. I don't know if he would have
Yeah, I don't
gotten
think so.
to that point for it to go down in the first place without the Geass.
Mm-hmm.
Like he didn't lean on it too much, but like especially Endgame, there's no chance. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. By the time Endgame rolled around, that
Going up
definitely
against
probably
Pops.
not.
Yeah, going up against his Pops, there's no chance, dude.
Yeah,
I think I think he could have escaped every other situation he used the Geass in, but he probably like lose an eye, lose an arm, like he'd be risking his life way more in those situations. But I
right.
think he'd actually get out of those situations. But until he fights Suzuku, Suzuka?
Okay.
Suzaku.
When he has to tell him to leave.
Suzaku, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Suzaku. Yeah. Till that point where he has to actually tell him to, because Suzaku was ready to die fighting Lelouch in that moment. If he did not
That's
command
true.
him to live, they would have both, like, there was no escaping that. He had the better machine. He was surrounded on all angles. There was nothing he could do to survive that situation if
No, I
he
agree.
did not command
It's just
Suzaku to live.
hacks. It's literally just, like so.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
was like one of the very few moments where it wasn't like and so like I'm cool with like a Deus Ex Machina type of
I think
thing.
that's a good point.
If it like makes sense, and it made sense because of the character dynamic there. I have so many opinions on Code Geass. I love it.
That's so good.
It's one of my favorite of the psychological like kind of like you were saying earlier when we were talking about genres. One of my absolute favorites. I would highly recommend everybody who hasn't finished it to finish it.
Oh,
It's all right.
For sure.
I'm
sure.
saying
That's
once
I
you
think,
get,
I think I agree with that point though. I do.
yeah, once you get to a
Suzaku?
certain point, it is. It is like addicting. It's like I could not stop. Like,
Bro, honestly,
was,
I probably dropped it to watch Sword Art Online for the second time or something.
oh my god. Like I was missing sleep and like showing up groggy to work and stuff like that because I literally could not wait. I was like I need to finish this tonight and I binged the entire thing. I could not stop.
It was so bad, man. Just kept, oh my gosh. Just the memories of watching. I wish I could just redo it again, like just relive it, like without knowing what happens. Because I feel like it's very, like
It's a
you
one-time
can't
thing.
exactly like because of the way it occurs, like in the end, is like you can't really experience that again because you know what's gonna happen. So it's like the fact that you know, it just oh my gosh, oh man, just seeing it though the first time. Oh my goodness, man.
That's how
So
I feel
good.
about Psycho Pass. I tried to rewatch through it.
That's how I feel about. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Oh my god. Damn,
No,
I'm a
you're
dick.
good. It's
Go
I
ahead.
I tried to rewatch through Psycho Pass because I knew all the twists. It was like part of the magic was going. Still a really good show, but like it wasn't like as impactful to me. Go ahead, Cooked.
Okay, so it's gonna be a weird take, but I feel like it works as well. But that's how I feel about the ending, not ending, but the impactful moment point of A Silent Voice. Towards the end, I know it's coming every single time. I know it's coming every single time. But every time it happens, my heart still drops. Like no matter what, like that moment is just holds so much weight because of like I used to have a lot of history, mental health and stuff like that, and so that moment, like no matter I've watched it multiple times, and every single time my heart still drops, and I still get the same feelings I felt when I saw it for the first time. Not the same exact one, but I get that feeling like every time basically.
Hey, Mr. Undercook, while you're at it, I asked River this earlier, but what's your top 5 anime that you watched but without evolving long-running shonen? So no like the Naruto's, Yu Yu Hakusho's. Yeah.
Nah. Top
Those would
5.
be his anyway.
Can I just toss them out right now? Because I feel like I'm too tough to organize stuff right now. Can I just like do you need them like 5
No,
to
they
1?
just
Or...
need to
any
be order. Just need you like 5.
So Hunter x Hunter for sure. Sword Art Online.
That's long
No.
shonen.
That's long-running. Hunter x Hunter.
Really?
Yes.
It's like over 300 episodes. Just the anime.
No.
Yeah.
It's 164.
Or no, okay, but the
140.
chapters is like.
Okay.
I'd say it's
Chapter is
pretty
too
long
long.
running.
It's long running.
I'd give that to you.
I guess.
When
but...
you get over 150 episodes, I think you're pretty long running.
Well, it didn't get over
not Hunter x Hunter
150.
then.
444.
Oh my
Exactly.
goodness.
But I think like over 100 is pretty.
I guess.
long,
You gotta think about
okay,
it.
so SAO, I would say.
Is there a
dude,
specific SAO or all of it together?
Not all of it.
Definitely not.
Not all of it.
Definitely
Be
not.
specific, man.
Here's what I will say. Not all of it.
Cody, you're good by the
but-
way. If you can hear us,
But
yeah.
I will still watch its entirety when I rewatch it because
Okay.
I even though I hate the parts, I know they're coming. I'm like I gotta fucking sit through this again, but I'll sit through it again because it's all part of the anime. And so, but I like the entirety of Sword Art Online, the first season especially.
Mhm.
And the last season, I honestly, personally, I like
beautiful.
Alice's Asian
Yes.
more than I like the first season.
Bro,
Everything, yes.
I've watched Sword Art Online twice, maybe 3 times, and every single time I've watched Alice's Asian, I cry when Mr. Big E, if you know what I'm talking about, whenever E dies, bro, oh my god, bro, I still cry, bro, I still do it, bro.
Yeah, I will
It's
say Alice's
I feel
Asian
this.
had some of the absolute best fights. It had ridiculous animation. The sound was fantastic. The the opening.
Burst element all the way, baby.
But like
Wait, before we
Admas
get into
by
SAO a bit
Lisa,
more?
that was like one of my absolute top anime openings. Sorry, go ahead, Ragnar.
No, that's fine. It's fine. Before we go into SAO a bit more, I want to hear your other 4 because you said SAO.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah. SAO, this is gonna be tough because that's like all I care about. I would say SAO and Ava are both locks for sure. Pull up the list of shit that I like. I have to remember what I've watched, so I have to pull up my hand list and stuff like that. That's fair. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got at least 2 more. So I would say for sure. So we got Sword Art Ava. We'll have Mushoku Tensei. I love Mushoku Tensei. I'm a massive isekai fan. I love isekai so much. Good isekai.
Bad character,
Good isekai.
but good isekai, yes.
I like isekai so much. Even if it's bad, I'll watch it. I don't really care.
Oh yeah. But so we got that, and then we got one of my all-time favorite shows, but like not people agree with. And not that they don't agree with. I don't think as many people have seen it, but it's The Irregular at Magic High School.
That's a great one. That's an amazing place.
I love that anime so much, bro. I think it's episode 13 of season 1 or something like that when he does the snap, dude.
Oh my god,
bro.
That was so good.
That was goated, bro. That was goated.
So good.
Not gonna lie. But I think the last one I'll have to bring up. Ooh, low key. Yeah, I'm gonna bring this up just because My Dress Up Darling.
Yo, that was a fantastic watch.
That was so out of left field.
No, that was such a good watch, dude. I love it.
Dude, my range is wider than you think it is. Like, it looks like I'm coming up one alley, and then I pull out like Your Lie in April or something like that.
No,
I eventually dabble in it, but
because that was such a freaking good season. I loved it. Did you watch it subbed or dubbed?
Subbed. I watch it as it came out weekly.
The dub is really solid. It's got Emily, who does a lot of she's absolutely huge in the YouTube, doing a lot of anime music covers and stuff like that. And she's voiced a lot now, but talking about. Yeah, but she did such a phenomenal job as Marion. Dude, I loved some of the emotional beats in that. It was really, really interesting, and I had no way of relating to any of it, but it was just so well written that
dude, same, bro. I'm dude. I try as hard as I can to relate to the slice of life rom-coms that I've watched or stuff like that. The other notable one of notice that I watched, not all the way, but I've watched a lot of, is Rent a Girlfriend. Everybody hates it, but I thought at least season 1 was woo. But
you read the manga?
No.
Okay, the manga's why we don't watch the anime anymore.
Okay.
We'll get there.
Okay.
We'll get there.
I probably won't. I dropped it a while ago, and I'd probably not
talking
go
about
back to
Manga. The pool part where he cucks himself.
Oh, what a loser.
We're 2 hours into stream. If I can't say the word cuck, I mean, YouTube's got some problems.
Just Cook, how much does your list change if you were to add in the long-running shonen? I know you said Hunter x Hunter earlier, but what else changes on the list?
I don't know, honestly. I think Hunter x Hunter is, now that I'm looking at it, Hunter x Hunter might be the only long-running shonen besides My Hero. Technically, is My Hero long-running, or is that?
Yeah, My Hero.
That's like 6 seasons right now.
5, buddy.
No, I'm just saying, is that long-running?
I think it is.
I think so.
It would count.
Yeah, but it's not making my top 5.
Especially with how much there is still to go and how much it will. Yeah, it's definitely long-running.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I just rewatched this one the other day. This was a Netflix original, so I don't know how y'all feel about Netflix originals on the channel and stuff No, it was not Devilman.
Oh, Devilman.
Surprisingly, it was another one called Be the Beginning. I don't know if you watched that, but that was an interesting one about they had their own kind of God lore, but gods were it was interesting, genuinely. It's hard to explain because it's like a murder mystery kind of thing almost. There's this killer bee who kills all these people and leaves his mark, and there's a crack case detective who comes out of nowhere and he starts helping solve this case and stuff like that and figure it out. But as he goes along, he finds out more and more about what Killer Bee truly is, and where he comes from in his history and all that as he's tracking him down. And it's interesting. I like it a lot.
That's interesting.
I liked it so much. I will say this: I liked it so much that the first time I watched it, and I saw that they announced the second season, I did not watch it at all because I saw it was only 6 episodes, and I didn't want to watch the end of the show because I didn't want the show to end. That's how much I liked it when I first watched it. I'm dead serious. I had to start watching the second season a few days ago because I finally got around to being okay, I guess I'll do it. I want to see what happens.
Am I reading this right in chat that you have not seen FMA?
I have not.
That is not a crazy thing, bro.
That's
We have to come into terms that after a certain generation, some of the great animes that we've all seen or maybe heard about will be lost in the annals of history.
Wow.
They will be lost forever.
Maybe.
No,
Yeah, you don't hear anyone talking about Fist of the North Star these days. All right, that's all I'm
I've
gonna
heard
say.
it a little bit. A little bit.
You know what? Like one of the best manga ever written as like a shonen. Like let's have big men beat the shit out of other big strong men. Hell fucking yeah! Fist of the Hotoku no Pen is one of the best.
just think about how small of a population of people even know about Yu Hakusho. Let's think about that alone. That's the best example there.
But in the
There's
anime
gonna be a
community, it's still
period of
pretty
time.
popular, though. I would
It
say,
is.
though. Yeah.
It definitely is. There's going to be a period in time when nobody ever hears of Slam Dunk, even though it's probably the best sports anime that's ever come across in history. But there's going to be a period of time they're just not going to hear about these, and that's just how it is. That's how we exist. So we make videos, and then the young ones see it, and they're like, "Oh, what? That exists?"
No, facts,
Go back and
facts.
watch now. And then that animation becomes the classic animation. We're like,
Yes.
fuck, we're
Oh my
old now.
goodness. Oh.
When
That's-
current animation
Assassination
becomes
Classroom.
classic.
Shout out to Den for
Oh,
bringing
when
Yeah.
I
up
forget
math
that
class.
when I forget that I'm watching anime and it's not actually real people, I'll be
Mhm.
like, damn, my animation's that's classic now, dude. This looks like real
Yep.
people.
Yep.
to speak
That's just
on
gonna be so weird. I don't know. That's
to speak on Assassination Classroom that Den and Cody brought up. Like, what do y'all think of the whole controversy behind it getting like banned in several countries?
Why is it
Why?
banned? Oh, because it
it's
teaches
like-
how to assassinate.
It teaches students how to kill their teacher,
It does.
unalive their teacher. Yeah.
Oh.
But no, it's honestly such a great story. I love that
It
anime.
is.
When I was watching it, I did like it. I thought it was a cool, like in the beginning, the episodes that I saw, the mini underdog story within the first
Yeah.
few ones that shows how the blue haired main character,
Nagi.
how she or he, I forget.
It's a dude, but his
dude, that's what I
mom
thought.
wanted a
It's-
girl.
Sometimes it's confusing. We can say that a lot
It's a
now.
trap. It's a trap, I tell you.
Oh my god.
Trap.
You guys seen
Um,
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? And if so, what is your favorite part?
I watched into halfway into part 3 and then dropped it because I got bored.
You made it farther than me. I couldn't make it past part 1. But
Bro,
that's
what's
interesting.
Part
What?
1 is goated. Part 1 is
great.
goated.
I know.
Part
It
2
is.
is.
I hear this all the
Bro,
time.
Dio kicks a dog. What's better than
Oh
that,
my
dude?
God.
Like, dude,
Bull
that's the-
Hancock does
dude,
that.
punt all the way, bro. Go
But
on.
no, I think I don't. Part 2 is so phenomenal for me. It's number one. It's peak. It's absolutely goated. I loved it. 3 was a little jarring, like the transition, like the whole
Yeah.
crawl from location to location. It's actually just like fight, like Monster of the Week kind of setup. Like it, I gave it as like a little bit formulaic. It felt like it was leaning a little bit too much on that, and the introduction of stands and like completely getting rid of Hamon and like I'm just bro, like it
Oh,
shook me.
It would be
That's
cool.
perfect.
It would be
Perfect
cool if
access.
later on. If it would be cool if later on, like I said, I've only seen like halfway into season part 3, but it'd be cool if later on they like brought a stand into the anime that like relied on the use of Hamon in some way. So, like,
Perfect
bring it
transition,
back.
actually. In part 7, they actually bring back stands, Hamon, and they add a new different kind of power scaling thing called spin. Part 7 is literally Steel Ball Run, best part of JoJo's. I'm that fan. I stopped sucking it off in 2020 because COVID stopped me from seeing people face to face to tell them, go watch this.
But
But
was-
I'm going to be that guy for like 5 more seconds. Go watch JoJo's. It's really good. I like beautiful men beating the shit out of other beautiful men. Also, the powers is fucking crazy. Also, Rocky's like music playlist because he names all of his stands after.
Why are you
like,
lying to
songs.
everyone? Do not
are
watch
so
JoJo's.
good. All of JoJo's. If you hold on, and also whoever said they like Fire Force in here, David Productions animated JoJo's. So I mean, like you owe it to yourself to at least see David Productions' work if you like Fire Force.
I will say, yeah,
Wow.
it is really well done. It like as parts of the anime. I think 3 is my least favorite of all of the parts that I've seen. 7 doesn't have an anime yet, but there's actually a fan dubbing on YouTube because the community loves it that much, and they've made their own anime intro. Like it's crazy the cult following behind it. Part 7, I am almost done with it. I'm like there's like 80 something chapters. I think I'm like 60 something chapters deep, and I lost my shit whenever Gyro started singing about like pizza mozzarella or whatever.
Pizza
like,
mozzarella, pizza
Yeah,
mozzarella,
but I will say like part 2 is peak, part 3 is just the complete opposite for me, so that's where a lot of people did fall off. 4 is worth picking it back up though. Like it's really solid. I like a lot of JoJo's, but there's also parts of it where I'm just like, really now. But it's Araki is a whole different kind of beast when it comes to like mangaka. He's goated for sure. But I don't agree with everything in JoJo's.
Mr. Undercooked, you mentioned earlier that SAO is like in your top 5, right?
Mhm.
Controversial take. I think the best SAO season was Gun Gale Online.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Alicization by far.
That's
Constellation is great.
You can, like,
Pink Devil.
here's the thing that I'll say about that. In my opinion, there are 2 arcs that should be excluded from Sword Art Online, and then we would have a
Don't say it.
anime. And those 2
Don't say it.
arcs are Gun Gale Online
Oh no.
and the Sick Girl arc.
Sick girl arc.
The Sick
I'm
Girl
pretty sure
arc.
that's the one called where they go into the fairy world.
Yes, not
Yeah.
Alfheim, not Alfheim. Alfheim is season 2. That's different. Or part 2 of season 1. No. I'm talking about the one where they they're like in the weird under whatever area, and they find this flying elephant. Like that. That was dumb. I hated it so much. So that and Go Go Online. Those are the 2 arcs that should be taken away from Sword Art Online, and then if you put it in there and you put it together and posted that out as the anime, we would have a perfect anime, in my opinion. It would be the epitome of anime. It would be, oh my gosh, because it has like Alicization has the character development of the Chimera arc, but souped up like 10 times over and over. Like it's crazy. Like the character development, and dude, I don't know. I think Alicization tops Chimera Man's arc without a doubt. Without a doubt. Dude, there's Dude, I'm sorry. At least character development. Don't get mad. Let's be honest. Don't get mad. Let's be honest. He's a better character. No, that's Cap. That's Cap. He's not a better character, but don't get mad. That's what happened. Don't get mad. If we were to boil it down to its essence, don't get mad, and then he kills somebody, right?
If you remember when Gon met the Phantom Troop, Gon had asked them, how could you kill someone who has nothing to do with you? And then that complete inversion when he's talking to Jennifer Kito and says, if you move again, I will kill that girl. It's a literal complete inversion of Gon's character. He literally developed so much after losing Tight. How are you going to say that he didn't develop?
It's every step along the way, though. Hold on. To speak on Gon's development, sorry guys to build it, but I'm very passionate about this. It's not necessarily about Gon himself. It's about the way that him and Killua's relationships develop, the way that he develops. It's so interesting the way that he is presented.
That's one of my favorite things to talk about when it comes to Hunter x Hunter. Is like, in my opinion, River says that there can never be a show with 2 main characters.
It has 4 or 5.
In my opinion, like Gon and Killua are the 2 main characters. I guess you could toss in Kurapika for that one on.
Leorio,
But,
main character. Main character.
I didn't see Leorio for like 90%.
You could have done so still becomes Hunter tag guys in Hunter x Hunter period.
Oh, come on. What
Who are you rooting for?
Okay, all I'm gonna say, hold on.
For Mary being a protagonist compared.
No, but all I'm gonna say is,
There are literal forums where people compare like Hisoka, Leorio, Gon, Killua, and Kurapika as like the 5 protagonists of Hunter x Hunter.
I agree completely. Togashi himself said it in the exposition in 2022. Let's go. So yes, he is a protagonist.
Yeah, sometimes the creators are wrong, man. Akira forgot that singing had tails. Like sometimes they're wrong.
Oh my goodness. No, I said, like, my thing is that to speak on Gon as well is that like every single bit of development that Killua does getting through his arc is in tandem with Gon. Like there's so much that's happening about that, and then figuring out like you get so many great moments, and like not even half of them are from Gon, but I will defend the boy. He's not even close to my favorite character or the most developed character, but he's what everyone always goes to as like the piñata for Hunter x Hunter, saying that he's like dull and this and that. He doesn't develop. That is such cap, in my opinion. Like,
Wait. Mr. Underwood's take on the sterilization, I don't even think it's that far stretched. It's because if you watch the entirety of SAO building up to the sterilization, it is such a, it's actually
The impact
I think on SAO, it's such a good build up to that moment. Because if you remember, they made sure to explain Kirito is like he's a cripple basically.
they were using this in season 1.
Season 1,
They were taking
insane. So I get where he's coming from. That like when it comes to like last season is better than Chimera arc, is because it built up from the beginning compared to the Chimera arc, where it starts at the Chimera arc, and it's like at the best 40 episodes. But you're looking at an entire series that gets to this point, and it's not even like fully. It's not even
Alicization is like in its moment of being released, in my opinion, Alicization was supposed to be the peak of what SAO is supposed to be, because the entirety of it is like the whole concept of SAO is that this game builds upon itself and creates and adapts and develops into something greater than just a game. And so this has been where was I going with that? My brain died.
I was here for it though. Have you seen Excel World?
Hold on. I figured it out again. I got it. No. Because, like, while the show obviously was going on, like, the entire time the game was evolving throughout the entirety of the show. Whether it explicitly said it or not, there was changes flags, but usually they explicitly said it. But, with there being so much adaptation and progression forward, like the logical conclusion to that was always like artificial intelligence, and that, like, in my opinion, like starting from trying to implant a human consciousness into something. That's the whole thing they're doing. Go ahead.
But I'm gonna head out. It was nice.
Audio was pretty bad too, by the way.
Yeah. So I'll see you guys. Hope to see you guys on our pod, where we're on Hinge and Dylan on Hinge. He gets to be himself 24/7.
Yay!
Alright, nice meeting you. Have a good stream, guys.
Take it easy. Yeah, I don't know.
I just listened to the audio. Sounds good.
It's coming in and out. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's something with Discord, I think. But yeah, I'm like, cause I have no drop frames or anything. But yeah, we can. I mean, we could wrap up here pretty soon if you guys are down. Either way, I'm good to go longer. But I guess for some reason, the stream is having issues with the audio.
Yeah, that's
We got people dropping out, man. It might be a good wrap up to y'all.
Yeah, but
We've been talking about it, so we can finish up whatever we were talking about.
Yeah, I could stay a bit longer, or I'm down to finish that too.
yeah, we'll cook for another minute or two, and then I can pull us into conclusion, outros, and whatnot.
Sounds good.
But yeah, no, SAO, Alicization was definitely the peak of SAO, and it was something that was alluded to throughout the entirety of the show. The subtext with, I always forget Mr. Scientist guy's name.
It starts with an A. I forget it.
No, the one that like instrumented like the entirety of sort of and stuff like that.
First one.
Yeah, I forget what his name is.
It's like Akibara or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I get what you're saying. But like his character, while his character is like rarely to be seen in the anime, but his character is the smartest character in that entire anime. By far. He is the smartest person in that verse. Because while he wasn't even participating, like he was like developing what was dude, it was, oh my god. They really did it. They really did it well. I'm not gonna lie.
I agree with everything you said about Alicization, except for that you put it over Hunter x Hunter, because there's no way. Or as far as the Chimera Ant arc, that is wild.
I think it does. I just like too much.
I love it, and I would say it is absolutely the peak of SAO. But man, I just put a lot of Hunter x Hunter actually above all of SAO. Like, that's just me though. I respect your opinion, and I love the passion. Because you do get a lot of people talking a lot of mess about SAO these days.
I do not care.
Oh man, yeah, he's been doing it, man.
No, and I can respect that, because
That is the hell I love that.
it was one of the first like isekai type beats that I got into. I know that it wasn't the first isekai, I get that, but for me it was my introduction to that whole slice of anime, and then I went deep in the rabbit hole. So I will always hold oh yeah, it's a good.
It might have been Sword Art Online.
Digimon, yeah, but no, like but like the first 13 episodes, and then yes, Alicization will always have a huge like place in my heart and my mind, and I absolutely respect them for what they are. But I'm not gonna say that it's over Chimera Ant. That's crazy to me.
I guess that's just me. I guess again, me with my takes. I guess.
I'll see you on the rewatch, because I'm probably gonna end up rewatching at least Alicization sometime soon. But yeah, it very.
Honestly, that's why I can't rewatch Sword Art without watching all of it, because otherwise Alicization would not feel the same. Like, that's just how I feel. Like, if I didn't watch the entirety of it, even the shitty parts of the show were just like, man, this is boring. I don't want to watch what's happening. I want to see some action and shit, whatever kind of action that may be, something for them. But if you don't watch all of it, Alicization doesn't have the same impact.
The best season.
What was that, Ragnar?
I would say I still think Gun Gale was the best season.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's wild.
I hate Gun. It's funny.
I don't hate it. It's no Alfheim, but you know, as far as like deserving of hate, it's definitely not Alfheim, but it's definitely.
The only reason I don't like Alfheim is the tentacle moment. That's it.
Yeah, there's a bunch of moments for me where I'm just like, bro, like the whole plot line. I was just like, yeah, we could do without this. Like,
and the tentacle moment was my least favorite point, and that is why I do not. That is the only point I have contention with in Alfheim.
What I will say about Sword Art is, if you were watching SAO when it just came out, it was like one of the biggest anime that like touched the internet. It was so big. It was phenomenal for isekai, because as a matter of fact, I would say this with confidence. It probably revolutionized the isekai genre when it did come out.
Everyone knew Crossing Fields went to by heart. People knew that.
Yeah.
Still do.
So I would say this: just like AOT for me, season 2 disappointed me for Sword Art Online, which is why I think my low for Sword Art Online vibe is Gun Gale, which made me give Alicization a chance. So I am very attached to Gun Gale, because I feel like everything that Sword Art Online messed up, Gun Gale did right.
Interesting. I felt like Gun Gale was so stale. Boring.
I felt like it was like just a decimal point above mid for me. Like it's
yeah, maybe
yeah, it's like above tolerable, but I don't know if I would put it anywhere near Alicization in my rankings. But again, I mean, I'll have to judge it on the rewatch, because it's been years since I've seen like the OG like 3 seasons.
I only seen the first part of SAO, like the first season. I remember not liking Alfheim, because I was like, oh, so like the character that they had is like we just got her back. Very, very cool. Oh, now you're essentially touching this woman with tentacles, and you're like you're trying to cut Kirito. This is the plot line.
Bro.
We're cutting Kirito. Like.
Yeah, but you can't tell me the moment that he turned the pain inhibitors off, or not turn them off, but maximize like the pain output of the world, and then tossed this dude's head up and made it land. You can't tell me that was fucking sick. You cannot tell me. I was like I'm glad that happened.
It was nothing compared to the power of friendship stuff we got in the end of season 2 of Alicization. Like that was that fight was insane. I don't want to say too much if anyone hasn't seen it. Like I know Cody hasn't. I really think you should check it out. It's super solid.
Yeah, I gotta continue it.
The only isekai I liked was Mushoku Tensei, and that was because the world building was so.
Not even
phenomenal.
okay. Excluding the season 2 of what I'm about to say. You didn't even really like Shield Hero?
No, I did not like Shield Hero.
Season 1
Hero.
standalone. Season 1 standalone, you didn't like Shield Hero.
Shield Hero
damn.
probably had. I've said this before. Shield Hero probably had the most impactful episode 1 I've seen in anime for
Yep.
a decade.
Yep.
It was
I'm just not an isekai
phenomenally
guy.
good.
No, I get that. And
I'm
like
just-
Mushoku
What about
Tensei
ReZero?
is a good pick.
I
I was gonna
love
say
ReZero.
ReZero.
Even
I like
I've
ReZero.
rewatched ReZero many times. It did not hit me the way Shield Hero hit me.
That's wild.
Shield Hero hit different. Listen. I've hated characters before. I want you to understand, I've hated characters before. It's not crazy. Everyone has a character they've seen, watched, and they'll be like, I hate that character. Now, Fomi made me hate that princess. I
Dude,
hate
with a
that
passion,
princess.
bro.
Mine.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. When she was about to get her head cut off, bro, I was like, please let her die, please let her die, please let her die. Dude, I was not lying, bro. I hated that bitch.
Yeah, but it was nothing compared to like I don't know, like in ReZero it had a completely different way of evoking like not hatred. But
ReZero
grief,
and Mushoku Tensei,
sorrow.
I find like the character I hate is like the protagonist. And I think watching the protagonist actually grow into a person that they respect themselves and like actually getting the self-confidence they need to actually be functional members of society in this new world was what made it for me.
I'm still
And I
waiting.
mean, like, yeah,
Okay.
if you take Mushoku Tensei's
All
weird shit-
isekais are redemption arcs.
I don't know, man.
Almost.
Some of the better ones.
Konosuba's hilarious.
I got transported to a world with my cell phone. I was reborn as a
Okay.
vending
Vending
machine.
machine.
That was a lie. I
Vending
rescind
machines.
my statement.
There's a pig one now. There's a pig one.
No, oh my god.
Yeah,
no, so
I just-
most of the good or better isekai are along the lines of a redemption arc. I will agree with that. But there's a lot of not good ones that are also
That
along
is
those
true.
lines. There's some good ones that aren't along those lines, but
But it's like the world building of ReZero and like the world building of Mushoku Tensei and the
Yeah,
constant
next level.
asking of why,
Yeah.
and they always want to find out like why was Subaru brought to this world? Why was Rudius like reincarnated? And like that constant like big question at the back of my brain is almost like a One Piece. Like what is the One Piece? Like
yeah.
whoa,
To
It's
harken-
great shit.
Well, to harken back to like what I was saying earlier about One Piece's world building, it's a lot of show instead of telling. And in Mushoku Tensei, that's one of my favorite parts about the anime is that there's not an opening like theme song. It's like they take that
Until
time
season
to
2.
show. Okay, yes, but I'm not all the way up through season 2. But in season 1, which I thought was extremely well done, except I still hate Rudius. I'm still waiting for that like payoff.
That's
But specifically the world building that they do in lieu of having an opening theme is crazy. Like you get to see so much of what else is happening. The world keeps turning as Rudy goes through his, and like the years that pass, they're not lost because you get to see things that are happening with like people on completely other continents and things like that. And like it's actually story beats that I care about, and they don't go right in your face and just tell you this person did this thing. You have to pay attention. And like the musical direction, the art for the oh my god, dude. I love so much about Mushoku Tensei. I just don't love Rudius.
That's
fair.
fair. That's fair enough for sure.
I'm not holding anyone to it for not liking Rudius because it's like that's very fair. It's weird. It's like
But
How am I gonna hate on you for that?
like the man god, fire. One of my favorite. Like, dude, that is such a cool character. Like,
That is actually
he's
that was a pretty
something
cool
else.
character when he got introduced. Yeah,
yeah.
I will also say with Rudius, it's like that as
how
I
they all
continue
portray
to-
that like the man god is evil too. Sorry, right?
Yeah, no, you're good. But yeah, no, you're right. But like the way that like I'm watching the show and I don't want to like Rudius, but he just is beginning to grow on me, and it's kind of like why is this guy growing on me? But it's also like, okay, this is good storytelling because he is kind of growing on me against my will. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, all right, here we are. This is good stuff right here. You know, like it gets you to actually begin to kind of like him a little bit as it continues on, even though, you know, you're still gonna get your bits and pieces of like what is wrong with this guy. You know, and stuff like that. But again, I mean, the world building is phenomenal. The other characters are phenomenal. It's great. It's great. Mushoku is really good, and
Yeah,
I hope it will continue to be so.
I'm still working my way through season 2. I don't know, like
not to like spoil anything, but like a lot of the things that like people find weird about Rudius it gets addressed a little bit in season 2, where like someone else like brings up the fact, oh, you were reincarnated in this world, you just weren't brought here. That's so much different than like any other like normal isekai thing. So
right.
like there's more to this world that's like, well, why was this person done this way?
That episode was so good.
And it's like, yeah.
See, to me,
that was so good.
What I hope starts to make more sense is that like it felt weird that like Homegirl had her own training arc, and then Rudy was going through his, and you could see that they were clearly spec'd differently. This guy's a mage, and she's like a paladin or like a warrior.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he just gets hit with hacks and gets this like magical eye, and all of a sudden he just no diffs this chick, and I'm like,
you have no idea how much that sets up in the future.
So I'm hoping that there is payoff on that, because that's one of the only things aside from just Rudius in general that didn't sit too well with me about season 1. Like, but everything else was like 10 out of 10 about that. I loved it.
I can't wait to talk about this.
Cody, have you read it?
I haven't read it yet. I have only watched all of the anime because I was like, dang, this is really good. I heard that it was a passion project of a bunch of other animators coming together because they love the story so much. So I was like, I'll give it the respect, and I won't do to it what I did to Attack on Titan and read ahead in the manga and ruin it for me. I'm gonna write it out.
I did to Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I haven't read it either. I was just curious.
I'm sorry, what Isayama did to Attack on Titan to me.
But no, yeah, this has been like a lot of fun. I've loved the vibes, the chemistry. It's been great getting to know you guys. But my dog needs to go potty, and my computer is starting to yell at me through the ventilation. So we can go to some intros if you guys want to plug. I've definitely added the link. You're tagged in the title, link in the description. I've been making it rain in the chat all throughout the live. But if you guys want to tell us kind of what's up and coming, the floor is yours.
Yeah, man. So with the podcast, you know, like they said, they've been like Vexy said, been putting it out. Appreciate that. You know, you guys can check us out. We got a lot of stuff up and coming. We've actually right now, like our pods, like what we do is we record them in advance. We get them actually like edited, like they're pretty well edited, and then we put those out. So like we have like 6 recordings like in advance right now that are still like being, you know, processed and going through. But you know, we got a lot of stuff we're working on and coming up. We're trying to get more and more creative. So you know, if you guys like what you heard from us today, I'm sure like it over there. I feel like we even, you know, go more unhinged like was brought up before. But we try to have similar conversations to what we had here, and we delve deep into anime topics and also funny stuff, and also like we've done stuff like in the past, like anime of the year tournaments. We've done like special events and stuff like that. Like we did the Flow Award, stuff like that. So we've done some fun stuff and plan to continue to. So, you know, feel free to check us out. And then yeah, that's mostly it. In that regard, you know.
Absolutely. And then Dylan, you had anything you wanted to add to that real quick?
Nope, I'm with River. We're a package deal.
Where the river flows.
He speaks for me.
It's been really great, getting to know you guys. I'm definitely gonna be tuning in, and making sure I catch up on that. You guys have 6 recordings ahead. I don't have my life anywhere near that together.
Like
That's crazy. But good on you. And yeah, it's like I said, Chillstream. It's been a whole lot of fun. Thank you so much to Cody, SSJ8 Cody. Go follow him on TikTok. Go check him out on Twitch. One of the absolute goats, starting another TLA D&D group very soon. Very hyped for that as well. I would love to have my life together enough to be a player in that, but maybe someday. Cody, if you had anything else you wanted to plug, go ahead, bro.
Hi guys, I'm SSJ Cody. I have a TikTok and I'm getting really close to 1,000. We just hit 600, so we're getting there. Twitch, I play D&D on there with some wonderful people from the TLA, and they're crazy. And then tomorrow, right here, this place right now, we're going to be having Chad Worlds, and who knows what that's going to entail, because when me and Lucas get cooking, we don't know how to turn the fire off. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. You're going to need to tune in and make sure you get some hot, spicy questions ready, because if you're not ready to hear why I think Goku and Vegeta should conceive a child together to make the strongest purebred Saiyan ever, then I don't think you're ready for that podcast.
Dylan's face. Like, oh my god, that was hilarious.
If you haven't seen my TikToks, you haven't seen my hot take. Like, I'm out of it. Like, Unhinged
man,
doesn't even describe
There you go. There you go. Hey, let him cook. Let him cook.
Again, link in the
Crazy.
chat. Yeah, link in the chat right now. Go
for
check
sure.
out SSJ8 Cody. Absolute goat. Brightens my day every time I open that dreadful app. We've also got to give our flowers to the absolute GOAT in the community, Lord Vegeta, aka Ragnar, aka Gate Guardian, one of my beautiful players in Group 2 solos of the TLA.
One of my beautiful players in Group A. Group A is gonna solo when they come back eventually.
Excuse me. But, no. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But, Ragnar's got his own stuff brewing. I'll throw a link in the chat here in a minute for his TikTok, his own YouTube, and everything like that. His Discord is a super fun place. I'm there pretty much every day when I'm not with the TLA on the Discord there. Links in the description for the TLA, and I'm going to find his Discord description as well. Anything else you got going on in your life, Ragnar, before we send it?
As I usually say, if you want to contact me, just pray. I think that's the ultimate way.
Oh my goodness.
I might have to steal that.
River is definitely stealing that. Which is gonna be sad, bro. That's gonna be a bummer. But of course, Riv's gonna do that.
No, you need to say where the river flows. Where the river goes.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
But yeah,
okay.
I'm interested to
Okay.
definitely tune in on some of y'all's stuff. Make sure y'all check out the Flow podcast. I will probably be
appreciate
DMing you guys about your One Piece adventures, respectively,
Oh,
as
bet,
well.
bet. For
And,
sure. For sure. Do that.
Yeah, I've been Vexus the Lurking Legend, and this has been the last arc. Absolutely love the vibes today. And thank you so much to everybody who's joined us in chat, everybody who's joined in the Discord. We've had so many new members joining the Discord recently. If you want to be a part of the conversations, hop in the theory section. We talk One Piece like crazy. New chapter just, scans just dropped today, and it's all doozy. We're also going to be doing
that.
we're also going to be doing a stream talking about some One Piece topics this Saturday with Lookie. So keep your eye out. Make sure you subscribe for that, and definitely subscribe for the Chadmirals. Cody just completely upstaging me in my outro, but yeah, it's been a ton of fun, and can't wait to hopefully do this again. We will definitely be looking forward to reaching out to you guys, and I can't wait to see the Chadmirals, the Flow podcast crossover as well, because I think that's imminent.
Yeah.
But hope everyone has a good rest of their day. And again, thank you all in the chat, and thank you guys for joining us. It's been just a blast.
For sure.
For sure.
It was
Thanks for
fun,
having
man.
us. Thanks for having
I
us.
love talking.